So you're here at Jackson State, right? And I'm gonna talk about HBCUs for a sec because one of the things you said is that they don't have boosters coming back. We know everybody preaches, especially in our community, like you should go to HBCU and it's a great experience. And obviously, you've come here with intent. But what do you do to gain money, to get endorsements, to get sponsorships when you know there's a lack of boosters coming in to give money to the program?
You got to ball out. You got to ball out, and you got to be so recognizable, so different. You got to be so passionate and so alluring and attractive that your aura and your je ne sais quoi, you have that attractability. But that's hard because it ain't no light. See, the only reason we just showing us right now because it's light and there's cameras. But if it ain't no light and ain't no cameras, how you gonna be seen or heard or noticed? So thank God we're doing what we're doing, and you're giving me this wonderful platform because now we're consistently shedding light. But if it ain't no light, you ain't gonna be seen. If it ain't no mic, you ain't gonna be heard. And that's one of the problems that we have with HBCUs. And we just got to do better, man.
Yeah, I wonder, did you come in here with the intent, let me shine light? Because I'm sure, obviously, your high school record was incredible, right? With True Sports, you had 4 state titles. I don't want to get any 4 state titles, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that there was other offers throughout the country.
True that.
But you came here.
I came here because God called me collect, and I accepted the charges. So with HBCUs, you got to perfect before you package. Everybody want to package and they ain't perfected. So then everybody find out your flaws in that light, and then they don't come back. We hollering, we want bigger deals, we want to be on TV. How we want a bigger deals, we want to be on TV, and ain't nobody in the stands? How? Ain't no names on the back of the jerseys. The whole thing is just chaotic. We got to bring solvency, and we got to bring unity where we try to do those things that we desire to do, and that shed light on everything. Because some folks ain't ready for the light, man. You know, when I was like 7, 8 years old, man, we had roaches like crazy. You come home late at night and turn on that light, yeah, they scatter.
Yeah.
We don't need to scatter as an HBCU. We got to be ready. So we're not ready right now. We're getting there, but right now, we're in that stage where you poke the holes in the pot pie and let that thing cool off a little bit. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We got to poke the holes and let it cool a little bit.
What's good, family? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, what's going on, man? Zoe be on in just a second. Man, that was powerful, wasn't it? Man, I probably done listened to this interview probably probably shit 5, 6 times, man. I think Coach Prime is Coach Prime in his bag on that one, man. How y'all doing though, man? What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking? What's crack-a-lacking in YouTube land? How y'all feeling tonight, man? I just think I thought that was powerful, man. I thought I opened up with that. Like I said, Zoe will be on in about a couple of minutes. He had to finish eating and everything. While you guys are coming in, I appreciate y'all as always for rocking with us. And go ahead and hit the like button now. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you hadn't subscribed. I don't know why my hat always look crooked. There we go. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Let me see what this chat talking about. Watching from California, Rochelle Henderson. You down the street from me then. Let's see what else we got. And our sister schools don't want that light that you're fighting for. Hey, you know what? See, this is the thing about that light. That light gonna shine anyway. You know, you're gonna either you can sweep it under the rug, or because if you sweep it under the rug, it's gonna get out of hand, and you have a situation kind of like how FAMU situation was. Sometimes you can keep sweeping stuff under the rug so much to where it that lump under that rug get real big, and then next thing you know, it gets out of hand, and then when it goes to the public, it can go to the public in such a nasty manner. So we're gonna break down an interview, man. We just coming to y'all, rock with you, talk to you. You know, this is a bye week for us. We 4-0, and we got a homecoming in a week and a half. You know, we're gonna go to Montgomery, take over, and do what we do. You know, shout out to them for scheduling us for their homecoming. I am, man. It's 7 o'clock my time, so you know 10 p.m., 9 p.m. I mean, it varies, man. It just depends. But But we definitely trying to keep it coming. I'm gonna try to hold it down until my brother comes on this thing. I don't know why, man. Y'all know I gotta get this hat right. My J look. There we go. There we go. I feel I'm good now, man. That J got to sit on your head right. But while we waiting on Zoe, man, y'all got any questions for me? Got memberships gonna be coming to the page soon. Gonna break that thing down. I was discussing how I want to break it down. I think I'm gonna do 3 levels. Um, Friend of the page, source, and then insider. Insider, that top level is gonna be you're gonna have everything I know. So but you gotta pay for that one though, man. If you want to be a member to the on the page, it's gonna be worth your while, man. Got merch coming, got all kind of stuff coming, man. We're gonna keep this thing going, you know. We jumped in it, not really knowing how this was gonna go. I mean, I just jumped on this, and it's starting to just kind of take off, and I'm loving the reaction, man, that I'm getting, man. A lot of people coming to me and just rocking with me. DJ, man, what's happening, brother? Everyone likes the truth until it's something they disagree with. Hey, how you doing, bro? How's your travels going, bro? I take it that you're safe since you in the chat showing love to the brother. I appreciate you, man. Safe travels to you, man. Got love you, bro. Um, you know, Salt Lake City on the way to Texas, man. He been be a Texas, man. Shout out to Reed, ENT. Got that T-shirt. It's about to ship out now. Yeah, man. I definitely I bought this one in Miami. Fresh merch, man. It's regular, Jackson State blue and white. Like to keep it, what I'm saying, classy. We wore that blue and white against FAMU, first game of the season. So, um, one second, I was actually doing a breakdown, like a reaction. So what I'm doing is I'm actually on my regular page. So if you guys not subscribed to the page, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to break down this interview. I'm doing it. Shout out to DJ, man, for actually giving me the idea. And ever since you said that, bro, I've delved into this thing and I got it already sliced and diced. But I'm gonna do 3 parts a day. I'm gonna do a morning, lunch, and evening drop until we get through all the parts where we're gonna discuss everything that Coach Prime talked about in this EYL interview. Earn Your Leisure. I was following Earn Your Leisure, the fellas, prior to Coach Prime interviewing with him. Really dope brothers, man. Very business savvy, very much so into financial literacy in the African American community. They almost had 1 million subs, man. So they really have hit the ground and they doing some powerful work in the African American community, man. So shout out to them. It was a great look to see them on the campus of Jackson State, man. I saw somebody with the comment, "Oh my goodness, didn't that Jackson State look good behind Coach Prime, man?" I love the lights. When I had a chance to go view the facilities, let's check that out real quick. Yeah, man, that's fly. When the lights are on, of course, it's blue and white. But um, man, that the way they had it set up was just fire to me. Um, one sec, I'm gonna drop this. I'm actually dropping the video on my page as I'm talking to you guys, and just I was in the middle of that, and then I did not want to have y'all waiting. CP time. I didn't want to be like that. I wanted to come on and try to be on time. But I was just about done, and I'm about to hit next, and it's about to be on the page, man. So definitely had my reaction to the part that we just played, but we're gonna talk about it tonight, though. And like I said, I'm gonna wait on my brother to join this thing, and we're gonna go from there. So, anybody got any questions, anything y'all want to touch on before Zoe hop on, and we'll go from there, man. What y'all got on your mind? What y'all got on your mind? It was good. Traveling's been good, but there's not too many black. Hey, bro. Hey, where you say you was at? Bro, ain't no whole lot of all the black people in Salt Lake City, Utah, dog, on the basketball team. You don't run into one of them, dog. You hey man, just be careful out there, man. Be careful, my brother. Shout out to everyone that's on the East Coast, man. Be safe. Got a hurricane in Florida. Definitely want to send my prayers out to those that are over on the East Coast. Stay safe, man. definitely you play it safe. You know, I know they talked about well, category 4. I don't know where it's at right now. I hadn't really followed the too tough. I saw it earlier today, and I thought it was like, wow, man, that's it's hurricane season, man. So definitely praying that nobody is affected too bad by it. Hopefully hopefully it comes and goes pretty quickly, man, and we all get out of Ken with an injured players be back after the bye. Coach Prime touched on that. He touched on that, Dwayne, during his press conference. Players that we can expect to see in Montgomery playing. Um, I'm expecting to see True Thompson. That's my hope. I'm expecting to see Shiloh back, Greg Great back, as well as I don't know, maybe Greg be back, but I'm expecting to see Antonio Doyle. I mean, we could see Doyle, we could see Great, we could see we won't. I don't expect to see Travis Hunter though. I definitely don't expect to see Travis against Alabama State. I do, however, expect to see Travis possibly in Jacksonville versus Bethune Cookman. Hey man, listen, check this out, y'all. Your boy gonna be in the Gump, man. Who going to the Gump? I need to connect. Like I said, I put that on Twitter today. I'm trying to connect with some Alabama State people. You know, trying to connect with some more HBCU professionals. Never been to Alabama State homecoming. I heard it was pretty dope. Um, not gonna be doing any partying like that, like those types of festivities, but more so looking forward to the just kind of seeing how the vibe is on Saturday, tailgating, and hopefully, I think I got some fresh Tiger Talk merch on the way. So if you see that Tiger Talk, man, you come holler at your boy, man. I'm definitely gonna be in the building. I'll be in late Friday, and I'll be flying out early Sunday morning. So I'm definitely looking forward to connecting with some good people out there, man. And this is what it's all about. You know, I'm trying to make a concerted effort to be more active. I think Zoe just hopped on. Let me go ahead and add him to the stream. There he is. What's good, brother?
What it do, baby?
What up?
What's cracking, everybody?
Oh, you got it, man. I played the first. I played the clip. You've heard it. I played this part was the young man asking about Coach Prime. He talking about boosters, and then he goes into the part where Coach Prime talk about you got to perfect it before you package it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what's up? What's on your mind, bro? Holla at the people, man. I see you rocking the 1400, rocking the always merched up. We got a whiteout coming, bro, in a couple of weeks. And but yeah, man, we gonna jump into it, bro. I just been basically trying to keep them company until you came on board, man, so we could really jump into this thing. Somebody said I'm definitely going to Montgomery. Go Tigers. I'm trying to get there early, check out the raid in the game. Yeah, all that. They just started having homecoming games where their students can enjoy it. Used to be around the Turkey Day Classic while they gonna be gone. Yeah, okay, that's what's up. Well, y'all probably shouldn't have scheduled us for homecoming, but whatever.
Man, we got a lot to get into on this interview. It's a lot to dissect. There's been a lot of chatter, among other things, and it's typical JSU / Coach Prime fashion. We have other things that kind of segue into this other thing, and it's like it's the content that just gives itself. You know what I'm saying? And so, we initially started with Coach Prime name being out and available everywhere. And then, like, you go from that to segue into this interview, which Coach Prime dropped a lot of gems. You know what I'm saying? Still a lot of things that still a lot of things that a lot of people in a lot of different avenues don't tend to agree with. But the one thing that I love, and we'll get into it. To me, I think no matter what Coach Prime says, whether you like him, love him, hate him, agree or disagree, what I take away from it, it's kind of like okay. He said it, but in his own way. And his way is, you don't like it, but I ain't lying. And it's like that's his way of saying, "Oh, okay, you don't like the verbiage, you don't like the fact that I put this out here. Sometimes to you, it may appear that I may not necessarily have all the information, but I do. You might not like the way it's dressed up, but guess what? You don't like it, but I ain't lying. But Ken, what do we say? I'm gonna say this, but find the lie. You want to have outrage on what I'm saying, whether you agree or disagree, but guess what? You can disagree, but find the lie. You ain't gotta like the messenger. You ain't gotta like nothing, but again, find the lie. So I can appreciate it. I'm on board, man. Some people feel like there's an 80-20 to prime, a 60-40. I'm 100 on 100 because again, I am. I am. Mm-hmm. Because again, it's like me in a sense. I'm unfiltered. And again, you ain't gotta like it, but find the lie. You can take my phantom off, my blue and white glasses are off. I'm not speaking as a fan. I'm giving you my unfiltered opinion, right?
Right.
But in Coach Prime case, this is unfiltered truth. Because again, him and Ashley are tied at the hip, so it ain't like he's speaking randomly and not knowing what he's talking about. But find the lie.
I mean, he said that quite a bit in the interview. He's like, but I ain't lying. You know what I mean? Like, one of the things I got from it, I was saying, like, he when he first started, when he could first say, okay, I'm gonna talk about this, it was probably from his vantage point and how he saw it from an outside looking in perspective. But now he got 2 years vested in this thing. He got 2 years at 1,400 J.R. Lynch, and he see it from so a lot of this you got to keep in mind too. He touched on a lot of the things are going to come from a Jackson State perspective, but he's also, one of the things I did like, he talked about the coaches having like conversations together, like what do you call it, conferences almost, like, and discussing some of the things. And he brought up some really good points because what he said, Coach Prime's a made man, so he in a position. He mentioned him, Eddie George, and Hugh Jackson being kind of in a position that some of the other coaches probably may not have the privilege of being in, which they can't be a whistleblower, you know what I mean, and sound off on all the bad business, all the stuff that they see, without having fear of getting fired. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The witch hunt stuff, man. So that's the thing that I think is pretty dope about the whole thing, because I feel like Coach Prime has the luxury to just let it hang, bro. And that's one of the things I love about it. I'm sure we all should like it, but not everybody. There's still that old way of, let's not air out all our dirty laundry. Let's just continue to be the best of the worst. And that's not what he's all about, man. So yeah.
Yeah, but the other point to that too, though, Ken, is that at some point, one of you guys are going to realize that Coach Prime is attached to the hip with Ashley, and the guy's privy to a lot of information that we aren't. So none of his opinion is coming from he don't know what he's talking about. He's well versed in all things JSU, and he's well versed within all things. I'm not gonna just say HBCU, but I'm gonna say SWAC. If you're well versed in the SWAC, then you're well versed in HBCU. Though. Let's just say what it is. No, he may not know all the inner workings of the schools in the MEAC, but when it comes to the SWAC, because what him and Hugh talk. He was at Grambling. Him and Eddie George, they talk. Him and Vincent Dancy, they got a real good relationship outside. Outside of the coaching ranks. So he's well versed within this conference. Him and Willie Simmons, So he's well connected with these other coaches in this conference. And now you add Eddie Robinson, who was a former NFL player in the fold as well. So none of what he's saying is coming from this ungilded place. Excuse me. My throat. So we got to get off of this thing like, oh man, he's just talking reckless. No, there's a method to the madness. It really, really is. And he's not always talking. Sometimes he's talking to Jacksonians. Sometimes he's talking to all of HBCU. But sometimes he's talking to other people that, we aren't privy to. And again, he's told everybody, when he goes in front of the camera, he has a plan for when he gets in front of the camera. Everything has been thought about. He's a master marketer, and we see the effects of it. So there's no doubt in it. So, again, it's to me, I think some of the outrage is low hanging fruit, to be honest with you. But again,
So when you say outrage, or you, I don't know, I'm not seeing it because I'm not in some of the
well,
spaces anymore. So if you can hone in on some of the stuff that you say you're seeing,
when it
touch on
comes
that
to
a little
outrage,
bit.
man, look, at this juncture, let's just call it what it is. The moment he says anything, there's a segment of us that we got to call them like opposite people. They just want to go against the grain. Any and all things that Deion Sanders says or Jackson State, if it's anything, I'm just going to be in opposition to it. You got that segment of people. That's one bunch, right? Then you got the other things who is just like, I'm kind of on the fence, but to me, he's just talking reckless and he doesn't know what he's talking about. All right, yes, he does. You know what I'm saying? And because basically, at the end of the day, it comes down to what? It comes down to you don't like how I'm saying it. You feel like I'm
So,
talking reckless,
so
or
here's my
look, I shouldn't. You don't want me to pull back the covers because remember, even at his press conference, what did he say? We want that limelight, but that same light that's going to show you, all the good that you got to offer, it's going to show your blemishes too, and you can't have it both ways. Like we say all the time, you can't have comfortable growth. They don't even reside in the same place. So for any type of elevation, whether it's JSU, HBCUs, even your own personal life, you can't elevate without getting uncomfortable. And so,
hey, so here's a question I got. Who who are these people that's saying that? And why do you see what I'm saying? For you to say he don't know what he's talking about, that's really only a handful of people. If it's not a head coach at an HBCU, an HBCU administrator, somebody in a role that has eyes on it, it can't just be a mofo on Twitter with an opinion. You get what I'm saying? It can't just be that, because when you say that, you automatically disqualified because you're not in the position to see the things that he sees, and you're not in the position you're not privy to conversations, all the things you just mentioned. So I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to figure out who are these qualified individuals that can say he don't know what he's talking about.
well, look, I think you're using the wrong word. We can't use qualified because we
Hey,
already know
no. I know I chose it carefully. I chose it
look,
intentionally.
look, we already know they're not qualified. But let me leave you with a little nugget though. We all know why everybody give an opinion, right? Come on. We all every swinging dick gonna give an opinion. We know why, right? Because it's free. It's free.
Yeah.
It's free and it don't cost me nothing. And I can stick it where the sun don't shine. But guess what though? Guess what? The same people that give that free opinion, why don't ever give a free suggestion that could benefit you?
See, that's the thing that's why I wish I would have, and we may play it again. We may play it again just to get things rolling, right? So one of the things that I did, I was telling them I'm doing a breakdown. Man, I hate that I did not shave my mustache, bro. I gotta say that now because I really think these folks might think I'm on that booger sugar. I ain't never got close to it a day before in my life. But let me tell y'all something. I got a pause. I have the thickest mustache right now, and my mustache hairs curl up. I got I got good hair. When my hair used to grow, that thing I had waves all around that thing. So you feel
I
me?
did, coach.
But listen, my goddamn mustache is tickling the shit out of my nose. So that's why I'm trying to like smooth it down. So anyway, my bad on that.
Now you good.
I got tickling mustache hairs, and you out here talking about swinging
That's just me, man.
boy, you something else, boy. We about to get started though. We just get jumped off, man. But nah, bro, everyday Zoe got a crazy now. I swear, man, I ain't never heard and you know what, y'all? As much as I talk to him, hell, I be hearing this shit for the first time just like y'all here.
I'll be aware when I talk to you though.
Hey, it come out organically at the same time y'all hear it, I hear it. God damn, boy. He always got one for us though, man. But now, anywho, go ahead, bro.
No, man, I'm just saying it's it's again, I love the interview. I really did. I watched it
Great
live.
interview.
It was very informative, man. It really, I feel like if you go to it with an open mind, without an agenda, you know, there was a lot of, he dropped a lot of gems, you know, in the whole totality of the interview.
Yep.
Um, but it put some things to perspective. I know we'll touch on, you know, the whole, you know, changing comforts, you know what I'm saying, tidbit. And, you know, the one thing before we even get into that I want to touch on is that, you know, I guess the reason why I view things differently is because of just how I am in my own personal life. I don't look at issues and try to figure out what's wrong. You know this. I'm solution based. You know, don't tell me
Yeah,
what I
that's
can't
what
do.
it was.
Don't tell
That's
me
what it
what I
was.
can't do. Give me a suggestion of how we can do it. Because
So
the easiest thing is a no, but tell me how I can get a yes. And see, the problem is most people, when something is said, they gravitate to, oh, that's ludicrous, that's crazy. But it's just like, you know what? Uh, people feel people feel what they don't understand.
right.
And the fact, and again, you know, just because, and I said in the past, I'm like, look, we got 20/20 vision over here. We can't worry about people that's 20 over 100. You know, we can't worry about what you can't see. I can't rest on what you can't see, what I can see. And you don't have to
Hmm.
believe. I just have to believe. That's why I tell people all the time, it's not our job to prove people wrong. It's our job to prove us right.
Facts.
And that's where our vision is. You know what I'm saying? So again, and this, and I said it, you know, in the last show, you know, the fan base has taken on the personality of the coach. Again, that I believe mantra is not just some bullshit slogan. It's real. You have to believe. You have to have faith. And what is faith? Faith is the belief in things unseen. And
Right.
so you have to believe. And so just because you can't see it, that's when you have to have faith and a belief in something. And
Shaq,
so,
what up, baby?
what's up, Shaq? And so we sit here, and for example, let's touch on the whole thing about him saying, "Hey, we're gonna move up to I want to move to a Power Five." Well, you know what? It's ludicrous, Ken, because guess what? There is no template for it. It hasn't been done before. So how can watch this? The devaluing this little black school, this little HBCU, who hasn't won the FCS championship? How dare they sit there and say they got you know, dreams of grandeur of actually going to a Power Five conference? But everybody can tell you what you can't do until you do it. You see what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing, man, and that's the thing that I wanted to. I had lost my train of thought, but when you said it, it came back to me. Now the thing is, I love it what you said because that's so true. We always can say, "Nay, no, no, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work." I always find it funny, bro. I always hear people say, when we talk about elevating to another conference, I always cringe because everybody speaks as if we're talking about we're gonna move up tomorrow. It's like,
Exactly.
no, no, like it's like, well, who said we was moving up tomorrow, bro? Like it's like people scoff at the very idea of it,
Yes.
but then everything that they say, like you said, follow behind that is why we can't do it. And no one wants to have the real conversation and really have a real intellectual conversation about how we can do it, how we can go about doing it. And man, I had to go back to that article that we did. I know Shaq's on this thing. We got to come back
Hold on.
together.
Let me interject right there. I'm gonna let you finish because you said something that you just dropped the nugget, right? You want to know why? Because that's what you asked a question. You want to know why they don't do it? The answer to your question, kid, Ken, is because they don't want us to do it.
That's exactly what it is.
They don't want us
So
to do
it's like I'm gonna do everything I can to get in the way of it, and I'm not gonna provide no. I mean, the dude is. If there was ever anybody that could do what this man is talking about it doing is him, bro. I just, I try to, y'all know how I always say it. We got to cash in. We got to strike while the iron's hot. But my point is, you see people, and I don't really care, man. I just poke the bear. I always have fun with it, but it's more of it's a mindset, man. Doubt is really doubt's not an emotion, bro. It's really a mindset. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, people that and you just gotta follow this. I promise you, y'all. I'm not tripping. Just go pay attention to people in their real life. Those that got everything that they can say about why we can't do something that's unbelievably you know what I'm saying? I would say innovative and radical. I've used those words quite a bit because that's not the whole thing he talked about. That's just one aspect of it. But one of the things I do love about why he said what he did say was he said we're not ready. He said, now this is what Coach Prime said in the most Coach Prime manner. He said we got to perfect our process before we can package it. Now, is that not a business-minded man?
Yep.
That's a master marketer right there. Somebody that has the ability to say, look, we close. We're not there yet, but here's what we need to do. We talk about being the best at the best when it comes to FCS attendance, but yet at the same time, he talking about we want a TV deal, but we can't pack the stadium out. You know, that's also an indictment on us too, Zo. That's him telling the best FCS attended HBCU that y'all need to get to these games. We need to pack these stadiums out. We need to do better. We can do better. You know what I'm saying? Stop using the heat. We use the heat as an example. The fact that I show up to a game if you in Jackson, I done basically took your excuse away because I'm traveling from the one side of the world to come to a game, and you right there in the city. You got every reason why you can't. But
my man is putting everybody to shame because facts. I'm closer to Jackson than he is. He fit more games than me. But
I'm gonna be in Alabama. But let me tell y'all why I'm doing this. So you and I, we talked about this, bro. When we was in Jackson, when we lived at home, we didn't miss no game. I was going to every game. I didn't miss a game. It just was what it was. It was one of the things, though. True story, bro. One of the things when I had to make that decision in 2013, do I pursue this career opportunity in Texas? And it was hard to leave. I tell y'all right now, I cried, man. About a few weeks in, dog, I'm working. I was crying like a little old baby, man, because I ain't never left Jackson. I'm in the big city, and I'm trying to adjust. But this is why I said that. You know why I'm putting more energy and effort towards being at the game, donating more, putting more energy there? Is because this man inspired us that he called us out, man. He pulled our card and told us that we got complacent. He told us that, you know what I'm saying, our cars had been parked a long time. And I said, you know what? I could do better. Now, I had to rearrange some things. I had to cut out some junk. You see what I'm saying? I had to trim the fat on some waste. Now, it's an intentional thing to get to these games. I'm going to be in Alabama, in Montgomery. We're going to take over their homecoming. You feel what I'm saying? So when he say we can do better, it's not the message. It's the messenger. Yep. And this is what I'm saying. We got too many people that's listening to bad messengers, and hell, their life don't even reflect the shit that come out of their mouth. I'd much rather listen to a man that's a 1%er that can tell me about business. That everything about this man's life tells us at least he knows how to do something from a success standpoint when it comes to business, right? So when that man is talking, we ain't got to listen to everything he got to say. And this is what people want to come with that, oh, you following this man. No, you know what? I'll say it this way. He ain't got to open his mouth. But if I followed the way he carried himself from a business standpoint, I could be in a better footing just personally. But that's all I'm saying.
But watch this. Watch this though. How many 1%ers getting it out the mud while they're in the 1%? Man, let me tell y'all something. Prime living Canton, Mississippi, dog.
Oh man,
Hold on. Let me tell y'all something. Prime living Canton, Mississippi, dude.
Crazy, bro.
Canton. Dude, we going through everything that we going through in Jackson, and he right there going through the same stuff with everybody else. Y'all see the documentary? Man. We stay in the hotel, dude going out and get water out the pool to fly. I mean, the dude he asserted, you know what? He's an honorary real-time Jew right now.
Like he is. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
He fit, man. Coach Prime is a Jacktown Jew, man.
So it's like how many 1%ers are getting it out the mud after they obtain their 1% status? You literally can count them on one hand. and Prime is doing that. But again, man, when it comes to us as Jacksonians, like I said, that Valley game, we could have did a whole lot better, man. There is absolutely no excuse why we're not getting 45 to 50,000 every home game. And hold on, before I even go any further, let me just say this for me. everything that we're talking about right now, with the whole idea of moving up and even joining the Power 5 conference, Ken can vouch for me. I was talking about this way before Deion Sanders was even thought of.
It was. We were. Hey, I had to
We
go back
had
in the bag. So, hey, we was on the Spaces yesterday with Luke, and Luke had Spaces yesterday and talking about the job at Georgia Tech, and I wound up referencing our conversation, me, you, and Shaq discussing the Big Four, the meeting, the Jackson Four, where they talked about, the limitations that was put on us and the threat and basically saying, you cut our scholarships, we're going to jump up to FBS. So we were just showing and highlighting, shout out to Aaron for sending us that article to support what we were talking about. But Aaron came through with a good one, man. We still owe him a part 3, because I really appreciate where this thing is going right now, because now it's time to really get back in our bag and really delve into a real roadmap as to what's next. And that's why I really appreciate what Coach Prime had to say, because we needed to. I considered it as a diagnosis. So Coach Prime diagnosed us and dissected us to let us know where we were. Where we are right now, and just how far we are and what we need to do in order to get to where we're trying to go, man. So, I mean, he called it. I mean, we I don't know about you, but I experienced exactly what he talking about. When you turn the lights on and the roses get to scatter. I've seen that firsthand, bro. I've seen that firsthand. I'm just saying. So it's something to behold, man.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, man, like I said, I'm in agreement in everything in the interview, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, even outside of the join the conference, and, some people feel like, the mere fact that he said, how he put it, oh yeah, he didn't want to just jump up to any other conference. I want to move up, and I want to move to a Power 5 conference. And again, we want to see here, and I say it all the time, people want you to have success until you have success. And we tell people all the time, hey man, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll be amongst the stars. Well, damn, ain't that what Coach Prime doing? Don't you shoot for the best that you could do? And then if you don't get it, you know what I'm saying, then guess what? But it's
he even gave context as to why, though. He said we want to be in a conference that's gonna make sure we straight.
For sure.
I mean, how's it? Yeah, I mean, and they mentioned SEC. I was like, but hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just I don't think we have to spend too much time on the haters or whatever. We just got a Brett Favre.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Man, they try with this damage control.
Nah, just talking about how much money he paid to USM.
Yeah, donating to USM. But yeah, man. But no, it was a lot of different aspects of it. And like I told him, I think I told you, thanks to DJ. Shout out to Raw Truth Media. Shout out to tomorrow's Leader Sports Network, Coach Walker, everybody in the building.
Coach Walker.
Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to them pages, man, and rock with them. Man, it's a lot into this. It's a lot in this, man. He talked about NIL. He talked about leaving the NFL early. Entering the NFL early. He talked about us doing better business. He talked about, my goodness, bro. I'm so much was in this interview. Hour 15-minute long interview, man. And I'm telling you, we can eat off this for quite some time. But let's talk about it like this, though. This is the thing that I took away from the whole thing. Earn your leisure. These cats are really on the roll, man. They on fire right now. You know what I'm saying? They almost to 1 million subs on YouTube. Some really dope brothers, like I said. Their platform is centered around Black financial literacy.
Yep.
And really talking about getting that thing to the next level, man. And those are the types of people that want to be at Jackson State, man. And I'm just saying, on campus, it's so crazy to me, because it's still kind of surreal, that Jackson State is the epicenter for HBCU football right now. It's the epicenter, man. Everybody got to come. We had somebody on campus today. Who we have on campus today, man?
Shirley Raff. But hold on. But backtrack. Your statement that you just said, we call flack. I remember when Wally Pitts first said that, but I said it before Wally Pitts did when it came to the Alcorn game last season. But yet, when we say it, oh, we're just some biased JSU fans, but it take an outsider to see it, then it like claim. But I mean, in a strange way, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Yeah, Jackson State is the epicenter of HBCU football, but in a strange kind of way.
Kobe, what up, baby?
In a strange way, Ken, if you go back to the past 12 months, I mean, the college football axis pretty much rotates around Jackson State, if we're gonna be real about it.
So you sent a clip, bro, to support what you're saying to the chat today.
Yeah.
In that chat, the clip was, he said, now this is a great comparison. He talked about Alabama having how many followers or whatever.
He was talking about, he started off with social engagement. And he pretty much said, he said Jackson State has the social engagement on lock, right? He was like, it seems like Jackson State is the wave in regards to social engagement. And when he said that, he was not talking about HBCU. He was saying college football, period. And it's true. And so, and to paraphrase, he was like, man, it was like, Coach Prime was like, man, y'all killing the game over everybody. That's what dude said. And Coach Prime said, look, I think even Alabama, and they're the King Kong of college football, right? He was like, I think Alabama, when it comes to all their socials, they pretty much hovering about like 1.3 million subscribers, followers.
And Coach Prime said, we not close to that, but when you put me and Jackson State together,
but when you put me and Jackson State together, we supersede that. We supersede everybody.
Ain't nobody touching us. But that's the reason why I was telling people about you can't separate.
I was just finna say it. I was just about to say you beat me to it. Because I'm about to say, think about it. People want to have this, they want this demarcation. They want this thick barrier to say, this is Deion Sanders, here's Jackson State. And they're separate entities. He's coaching there, but it's Deion Sanders, but Jackson State is over here. No, sir. Deion Sanders is Jackson State University. When you see him, I guarantee you. Matter of fact, man, watch this. Hold on, Ken. Shameless plug. Because honestly, before this interview that you had yesterday, the last hat you saw him had on was what, Ken?
1400 hat. Don't have me go get mine.
Go get it.
Shout out to the 1400 Club, man. We got a dope tailgate coming for homecoming, baby. Next time we're gonna be in Jacktown, man. Y'all gonna listen. Hey, man, we got a homecoming in Montgomery, aka a homegoing celebration. For them Hornets. We coming with raid. We coming with all the spray. We coming to smash the net with a sledgehammer, and then we'll go to Jacksonville. But when we come back to Jackson, oh my goodness, man, we're gonna show these folk, man, how we get down for homecoming, bro. Go ahead.
I see the coming here, just like to add to the social engagement. College Game Day tweeted by Jackson State today. We're HBCU, and I'm like, and I get it. It sounds crazy because we're Jackson State, we're HBCU, we're FCS school. But I'm telling you, if you look at the totality of everything, you would think, if you didn't know, if you didn't follow, man, I tell you what, if you're not a sports fan, you don't even follow college football at all, you would swear that Jackson State is probably rivaling in a conference or even probably in the SEC, because we're out there just as much as Alabama, if not more. That's a fact. Yeah. It's not my opinion, that's fact.
Yeah, we lava hot right now. That's right, Tyler. We on fire right now, bro. And it's not and that's what I was saying. Like, here's the thing though that people gotta understand. And let me see how I can say this without sounding. We don't give a shit who don't like it, bro. This our time right now. And you just got to just take this shit on the chin, bro. I know y'all want Deion to run to Georgia Tech or SMU or Auburn or any other job that opens up because they want this thing to end, right? But listen, I don't see Coach Prime going nowhere no time soon, man. I don't. I could be wrong, but I think Coach Prime I think he gonna continue to I think he's gonna stay
Mm.
in 1400 JRLN for a little while longer than what these people think, man. But go ahead.
And let me tell you this. You just said something, right? You said we're lava hot, but then you also said it's our time, right? But you want to know the difference between everybody else and Jackson State right now?
What's that, bro?
When everybody else had their time, what did they do with it? See what we're
Nothing.
doing. We ain't just winning games, bro.
The only
We're
only
creating.
only school that I would say that did something with their time was North Carolina A&T.
Nope.
Now, hold on.
Nope.
I'm gonna tell you why. Well, here's why. Here's why I say that. Now, whether we got to take Jackson State completely out of the equation, but I'm saying for all intents purposes for what they were trying to do, the moves that they made in their mind was an elevation. In their mind, I'm just saying, in their mind, their enrollment did go up, their money did go up.
Look, what they did, and I'm well versed in their successes in football. Watch this. I'm well versed in their successes in football, but they didn't move the needle. If you ask,
that's what I'm saying. See that we saying two different things.
I know. Hold on.
I never said they moved the needle.
All I'm
talking about, I said, but no. This is similar to when we asked about when was there the last time there was a dominant HBCU team, right? I'm saying I'm gonna give some. I'm saying just to satisfy because it's a setup, bro. Just follow me. If they did do something with their success. The needle didn't get moved for HBCUs, but it definitely got moved for them. They did what they did because what they figured what they were doing was an elevation, and it was what was best for them. And they did have the momentum. They did have a moment. I'm using that. Now watch this. Now watch where I go with this. You take that success over there, and you take Alcorn.
But one the same to me.
No, the hell it ain't.
That's it to me.
Not.
To me,
no,
it is.
It's not. No, I'm not saying it might be because what you're doing is you're gonna compare that to us. You can't. Nobody. There's Jackson State, and then there's everybody else. This is. We on Mars, bro. I ain't saying that, but see, this is what I said. Take Jackson State out of the equation. There's only one school that I could think of that somewhat that moved the needle for themselves. Because they're doing something that's, right now. But this is what's crazy about it. At that point in time, that was like the best thing going. And we gave them shit because they left for HBCU, currently left the MEAC or whatever. But here's the point.
That's not the point.
When we started doing what we doing, because you gotta take your blue and white glasses. I'm not talking about Jackson State at all. I'm saying. No, I'm saying this is how we get in trouble with that. I don't mind giving folk they flowers, bro, when they had a good run. And I'm saying they did what they had to do. And we used that, but this is what I'm saying. You use that as a slide rule. And then you look at what's going on over here and what we doing. It's like, bro, it's night and day because there's nobody that could compare to any of this that's going on because we did go and hire like the biggest brand and biggest personality probably in the world and made him a head football coach.
The point I'm making,
we can't sit up here and act like this shit ain't abnormal, bro. This is abnormal. So that's what I'm saying. That's what makes the haters so asinine to even try to take the oppositional type. You can say the hell with Dion.
But you're making my point in what I was saying. So the thing is, what they did, it was a thing for them, right?
That's all I was saying.
No, but the point that I'm making is that it did move the needle. Because honestly, if you look at it right now, I mean, just period. Because
it moved the needle for them. It did move the needle for them.
I'm not saying that it didn't, but I'm saying I'm not talking about them. I'm saying it didn't move the needle in a macro sense. When you look at,
I never tried to debate that. I'm saying to you that nobody can do that. No one can.
When the point that I'm making is in a macro sense, because I stated because the comparison is to what we're doing right now.
Nobody, ain't nobody.
I understand that. The point I'm making is, they had some success, But the thing is, because the point I'm making is, people look at things from a one, oh, you're winning. Oh, it's all about football. It's the main thing. And I've always said, no, it ain't just football. It ain't just winning. Because what we're doing, we're superseding just winning. We're changing the damn game in every facet. Hold on. We're winning on the field. We're winning off the field. We're changing a stigma. Huh?
Who can argue with that?
Oh, nobody. I know they can't. But it's some idiots out there that would try me.
But them people are stupid anyway. I don't listen to them no damn way. I'm talking about sensible people. I don't have conversations with stupid people no more, bro. Like,
but here's the point that I'm getting at. Even still, though, see, the thing is, most people, and I'm gonna say even plenty of swag fans, right? And I'm not even talking about. Hold on.
Man. I'm talking to you. Don't tell me what the hell to do. Shut the hell up. You shut up.
I'm not even talking about I'm not even talking about haters, right? I'm saying just off GP, Ken. You got
come on the damn stream. I'm blocking everybody that got some shit to say. We talking on here. This is how we talk on the phone. Don't like it, get off the stream. I'm dead serious. Go ahead.
But this is, for an example, even HBCU fans, right? They're gonna look at it like, okay, well, the main thing is the main thing. It's whether you're winning or you're losing. Because it's like, if we lose, then everything's coming down. We're winning in every facet. But the other part is that we're winning on the field, off the field. We're changing the game. We're changing the narrative. We're changing the whole construct of HBCU ball. We're changing the perception of HBCU ball. I mean, we're winning in so many dang on facets. And that's the thing that never been done before. What we're doing has never been done before. And you'll hear watch this. You hear some other SWAC fans and they'll say, oh, we've seen this before, like with Doug Williams. No, you ain't. Yeah. He just won, did he win the SWAC? Yes, he did. And they won, they were competitive, but that was it. It didn't move the needle. It didn't.
No, but see, here's the thing, and this is the thing that people got to understand. Look, man, I get it. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. Like, I'm gonna talk just like he gonna talk. Don't tell me none of that. Don't like it. You know what you can do. But this is the point I'm saying. We ain't saying nothing different. We ain't even on. All I was saying was this, and this is what I said for, because y'all get on here and I got to see the comments on this shit. And I get 1,500 comments about the same thing. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to stop people from saying, I'm gonna give A&T their flowers for what they did. And then I'm gonna move on. And then I'm gonna talk about something that's on a whole nother level. You see what I'm saying? That was my only point for saying that. I definitely wasn't trying to compare, but let's move on. Well, I get annoyed as hell on here, man. I have zero patience for stupidity, bro. Like, I don't. I don't care, bro. But see, y'all gotta understand something. I've been dealing with something that's way deeper than this shit. So I apologize. My patience is a little thin on I ain't friendly right now. Keep going.
Man, you good.
Move on. Let's back to the interview, bro, before I say the wrong thing. Keep going, bro.
You good, man. Hey, but how many clips did you have, bro?
Well, no, I just put up 3. You know what I'm saying? I put up 3.
You played them all already?
Well, no, I got 3 of them on here. We can play the first. The first part was about NIL, but that's a 6-minute long video, man. So let's do this one then. So this was anyway, he touched on the NFL aspect of it, and I thought it was a good point when he talked about how, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Let me introduce another good friend of ours, Maurice Claret. Shout out to him. He challenged the system a while back, which became a legendary situation where NFL, you're not able to go early into the league. Jalen Rose actually spoke about that once again, referring to Jalen. He said that basketball and football is the only 2 sports where those rules are in place, which predominantly are black. What are your thoughts on NFL not allowing freshmen or people come out?
Freshmen ain't ready for that. Basketball is a little different now. This is a grown man's game. A grown man would take your heart out there on that field. A little kid just coming up out of high school, and he just came out of 1 year out of college, so he's pretty 19 years old. He's getting up there going to deal with Aaron Donald, Are you gonna deal with a dog corner like Jalen Ramsey? Are you gonna deal with somebody that can really take your heart and take your whole game away from you and disrupt your whole believability and thought process of I can really do this? Football is different. At the most, I would go 2 years and out. Now it's 3 years and out. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But if I had to push it, it'd only be 2, but certain positions.
So you don't think there's ever an exception?
No, I don't. We could say a guy like Adrian Peterson was ready, but we don't know that, man. Because there ain't no grown man hitting on him like that. It's you running up and down the field with college pills. When a grown man go upside your head, but not only that, just the whole lifestyle, the understanding of the allocation of time. You got to adjust mentally and psychologically, man, and emotionally when you start this process, because this is a man. Now you got a grown man's expectations of you now, and that's tough for some kids, man.
Good point, man. I think one of the things I'll say real quick about that is that I like that he mentioned the mental aspect of it, because that's the thing that I think people fail to realize. And I'm gonna take it this way. I'm gonna be quick, and I'll let you jump in it. There's a lot of things we're privy to, as far as a lot of people are wondering what's going on with this person, what's going on with that person. And one of the things that Coach Prime has put out there, he talked about it in this interview, was smart, tough, fast, disciplined, and with character. And that's why I say it's always important to know what's really going on, because we see a lot of questions that come to the coach. Why this person ain't playing? Why this person ain't dressed? Why this person ain't this? But if they really knew what was really going on and how some of these players just aren't like, and I can't judge them because I wasn't all the way there in 21. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40 and just now getting halfway wrapped around tight. You know what I mean? So I think you bring up a really good point, but I think it speaks to something that's a little bit deeper. Now, a caveat to that was when you go back to a previous interview with Jalen Rose talked about how they put stipulations on the 2 sports that's African-American centrically dominated, football and basketball. Because remember, it used to be you come out of high school, but now they slap us with that one and done rule. So what Jalen was saying was that the players, our African-American student athletes that come out of high school that could use that money, that we don't have any more LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady's, Kevin Garnett's of the world that could change their family's life. He's saying that they're forcing them to go to college so that the PWIs and this whitewashed NCAA system gets to make money off of them for at least a year before they can go monetize and make money for themselves. And a lot of them lose their stock because they go to programs on a one and done situation and their game just don't fit the college game or the college model. So I thought there was that's one of the things I do love about this interview, though, because it was more well-rounded, but I'll pause there and just kind of let you jump in on that piece.
No, I agree with that whole segment that he mentioned, specifically when he talked about, football is totally different from basketball, because again, there's a physical maturity that we got to speak on when it comes to football. And a lot of times, and I love the example that he used when he mentioned, AP, when he mentioned Adrian Peterson. And he brought up a good point. It was like, yeah, AP looks the way he looked because he's more physically mature than some of the guys he's playing against. And guess what? Even then, could you imagine AP as a freshman going to the NFL? Could he probably have some success? Yes, he could. But guess what? He ain't getting hit by grown men that got a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of truth to that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, y'all.
And then Prime also said what? He also said, you can do that for certain positions. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. In the NFL, it should be 3 years. The way it's set up perfectly. It really is. Because, again, there's a physical maturity. Like we said, when you have your grown man strength, that's a real thing. I don't care how much weight you can lift as an 18, 19-year-old. Whatever you're moving is totally different when you're 27, 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. And so, but I agree with all of it, though. You know what I'm saying? They need those 3 years. And one thing I wanted to mention, too, when he mentioned about the NFL, was saying when he mentioned the positions, because I mean, let's just flash back to it, and you got to think about confidence, because as as a rookie, if you get in, if you're not having great success or you're not contributing, and it's a dog eat dog world, and they're willing to cut you, and you got non-guaranteed contracts in the NFL, it's real easy, man, to sit here and lose it, bro. It's real quick to, your confidence is very fragile, especially for like a quarterback. And I remember back in the day, what was the norm? You draft a quarterback and he'd sit 2-3 years. Remember? That used to be the norm. It was rare that you got a rookie quarterback came in and played. It was rare that you had that. So, and again, in certain positions, I mean, Ken, can you imagine if they had straight out of high school, you had a 19-year-old old lineman going to face Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, and then what's my guy for the Philadelphia Eagles from Mississippi State? You got all those guys coming in.
Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox. Imagine having those 3 straight teams in 3 consecutive weeks, and you 18 years old as an old lineman. Welcome to the NFL. You know that dude can't. You can't hold up to that. So you need those 3 to 4 years to get your body to mature and craft to make it to the NFL. So I agree with everything that Prime had to say.
Yeah, I keep looking down because I got that clip. And y'all gotta forgive me. I'm trying my best to upload it because it's the one that you cut. Because I know that's the one we wanted to touch on. Talk about the social engagement. It's like a 3-minute long clip, but I'm not gonna keep being rude looking down. But I was trying to upload it. That's why I jumped on the screen.
Oh man, you good? You're good.
I'll tell you what. Let's try it this way then. Let me see. I'll play it since it comes. Let me know if you can hear this, bro. And we'll do it this way.
I've ever seen on a college level.
Can you hear that?
Embracing culture and really, like you said, the spotlight, the cameras, social media is like the great equalizer.
Yes, it is.
So when you bring people like Gillian Wallow, shout out to him.
Yes, my dog.
Yeah, Michael Vick, Warren Smith. Yeah. This has actually become like a vibe, like a cultural epicenter. Like you have to come to like Jackson State to like, come
just see it.
Just to see it, meet the players, like it's become something like. So talk about like, was that your idea or was that your son's idea?
No, that's definitely my idea. What my son does is we work in unity with my gifts and his gifts. He ain't no joke with that phone in his hand and that camera. And just his excitement for his brothers. And I'm like the director. I said, let's put this, get this, drop this at 12, drop this at 2, drop this at 3 o'clock, boom, boom, boom. Let's have a schedule. They want the pregame speech. Let's go. I'm like the Wizard of Oz behind the curtains, But he does his thing, and he's so talented and unique at what he does, and he loves it. He loves it, and you could hear him laughing and yelling, sometimes when the plays are being made. And I said, you have an uncanny way of knowing where the ball is going to go all the time. I don't know how you have it. He's like right there, and they're running right to him, and he does all this on a cell phone. Yeah. I mean, no high-dollar camera. All this stuff is on a cell phone.
That's the best content. As a content creator, it's a great equalizer because now you can go viral on a cell phone. You create so much content. And like I said, I feel like you understand culture enough to know, even you doing this conversation with us, like it lets me know that you're understanding what's actually
working, though, man. You guys are like, you right there.
Yeah.
You about to, yeah. You like that popcorn. That's like the comfort zone. I want to bless you. I want to be with you. I want to enhance you. I want to help you. Because success ain't success without a successor. So we got to help one another, and brothers got to do this. I can't be standoffish when I see some hungry dogs out there trying to eat. But you got to help you eat, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, I just really wanted to say that kudos to your son because I haven't seen any other college or even other professional sports team utilize social media.
Here we go.
We have no budget for it. We have no budget. If you understood what I know you're going to do your homework, put it on the screen for me, please. Understand what a Power 5 recruiting
we're going to upload that picture too.
Overall budget for football and what our budget is. You're going to laugh your butt off. So when we do these type of things, it's all recruiting for us. This is how we recruit. So when we show you the pregame speeches, the postgame on the field, practice and playing the music, and this is bringing Dolph whole click in, the paper route boy. When we doing all that, man, that's recruiting for us, and it's free. It's free, and that's the way we compete. Yeah. And it's the youngsters right there. They right there on their phone.
Yeah.
When you look at the social engagement, so some of the Power 5 schools, Jackson State. Yeah, they can't touch us. It's not even close. Right. Even you don't want that budget. Even Alabama has, I think, a million followers or whatever. We're not close to that, but with me and Jackson State. Yeah. We got them. Yeah. So it ain't a school in the nation that can touch us because of the coach's influence. I'm glad you said that. That's exactly where I want to go because.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, that's crazy right there, man. When you really, wow. So let's dissect that, bro, because I just feel like, so when you go back to the spaces yesterday, right, you see the chatter about the jobs, and then you see these guys show up to Jackson. You see lady shows up today at Jackson. He says he's on Rich Eisen today. Man said we had 3 scouts on campus today. Like when you see this and you see what he's doing at Jackson State, it just makes you scratch a hole in your head trying to figure out. And I understand the hate. But at the end of the day, I think this felt epical. This felt like a bookmark to something that's about to, transpire. I feel like Coach Prime is very calculated in what he does. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And now here he is. He get a chance to sit down and really give it to you raw and uncut. We don't have a game this week, so now I'm finna basically steal the show and have everybody talk about Jackson State all the way up until the time we go into Alabama. And at the same time, though, we talking about this interview. He's on Rich Eisen. They still dropping videos on Well Off Media. You're still dropping videos on the pregame show. You're still dropping videos on Deion Sanders' page. You're still dropping videos on Go JSU Tigers. And I used to actually, and I'm going to tell you, I got a confession. I used to actually have an issue with it being all over the place. But now, based off of what he just said and the way he just put it, it's like, you know what? It's actually all in conjunction when you really add it up and just kind of look at it. But that's my thoughts on that. I mean, that was a powerful piece right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was. That's why, when I caught away and listened to it again today, that's when I clipped it. It was like, man, it's a gem. It's a gem. And again, you can take that clip right there and you can end it with, you don't like what I said, but I ain't lying.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say it after every statement. You don't like the fact that I'm saying it because it's Jackson State. Yeah, we have better social engagement than Alabama. That's the creme de la creme, right? No, Alabama, Notre Dame. Like I said months ago, I was like, hey, bro, we got a different plateau when it comes to what we're doing from a talent standpoint. I'm like, hey, man, we're not recruiting against nobody in the SWAC. We're not even going after the same players. You know who our competition is for the players that we recruit?
Who that?
Alabama. It's Alabama, USC, Penn State, Texas A&M, Florida State. That's who we're recruiting against. And it sounds crazy. If I told y'all this 2 years ago, y'all be like, man, Zoe doing crystal meth. You don't like that I'm saying it, but I ain't lying.
No, you're right.
It's
I mean, we've seen but we've seen we saw something, right? And let's go back to Shador. He talked about NIL on the first segment, right? But that video is way too long, 6-minute long segment. But check this out, though. If you don't believe that what Coach Prime is saying is actually true, how many times have you seen Shador in 2 seasons? He delivered what? Beats by Dre headphones before a game to his teammates, right?
Mm-hmm.
You rewind about a week or so ago, you got a player at Auburn. I guess he got a Beats deal as well. He delivered Beats by Dre. It just didn't. It felt very repetitive and copycatish, which it's still all good. Don't get me wrong, but my point is that just goes to show you. Prior to that, Auburn wasn't doing nothing like that, bro. And I'm just saying the big boys. Coach Prime has the social engagement, and like he said, he got that on lock, man. And he's taught us and educated us in many ways on how to really elevate this thing to the next level. And listen, for those here's the irony of it. I'm gonna shut up. The irony of it is, though, is that a lot of the people that spend time hating on this man, many of them got their platforms either developed after he came to Jackson State or they got a boost after he came to Jackson State. That's the irony of it. Even they have seen the benefit from him being in Jackson. Yet,
yeah, it's fact. And look, just to even go back on the recruiting piece, when we talk about social engagement, remember, we'll even tell you guys, first home game, You know, we're not going to delve into all the players, but you know, we interviewed quite a few of the official visitees. You know what I'm saying, for their first home game, and we made a point of emphasis to ask each recruit that we interviewed, "What, Ken?" You know, we don't typically ask them about their official visits, and we weren't trying to be nosy, but we did it to prove a point.
Right.
And that point that we were driving home when we asked was, you know, hey, which week is this your first official visit, second, third? Which number is it? And also, you know, if it's not your first visit, if it's like, you know, second or third, where have you gone on official visits to prior coming to Jackson State? And the list of names was a who. Wasn't it, Ken? It was Nebraska, Penn State, Alabama,
Michigan,
Tennessee,
Alabama,
Florida.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I'm telling y'all this. So I'm telling y'all, this is what we're recruiting against. We're not recruiting
we had
against
a young
other
man. I didn't mean to cut you off, but to your point, I wanted to throw in there. We had a young man from the UK that was there that we interviewed with, and it speaks to the level of engagement that we talked about. How he was able to follow Jackson State and see all the things that are transpiring. So when Coach Prime says that it's a recruiting tool, it's absolutely a recruiting tool. But here's the cool part about that: he's been able to take social media, something that he's mastered and already had 2 million plus followers prior to, and use it to his advantage. Zoe, do you know how many homes and living rooms Coach Prime has physically walked into since he's been at Jack State yet?
Oh, let me say it so y'all will know. Coach Prime has not been to a single home since he's been the head coach of Jackson State University.
That's crazy, but that's so true.
Zero.
That's why I brought that up. I just wanted to prove that point and to carry on with that point. It just goes to show you that the man has pretty much mastered the art of utilizing it and actually closing the gaps from a budget standpoint. And like I said, I don't have to. I'll put it up later, but we don't have to really get into the budget. We kind of know what. Matter of fact, I'll mention it. I think I got it right here. Top budget in all the FBS is. Let's look at. We just walk through it. Alabama, number one. Average annual FBS expenses, $60 million, bro. Alabama, $60 million. Number two, Florida State, $49 million. Number three, Auburn, $43 million. Ohio State, $42 million or 43. Michigan, 41. Clemson, 40. Penn State, 40. Notre Dame, 39. Georgia, 39. Arkansas, 38. Florida, 37. Texas, 37. Oklahoma, 37. Man, all these are SEC schools. TCU, 36. And the U, 36. We're talking about expenses annually.
Yep. And what Prime pretty much did was he nullified the money.
Yeah, he did.
He nullified the money.
But speaking of money, though, speaking of money, we got to get into it. It's for all our Jacksonians. Love you. He talked about the amount of the economic boost that came to the city of Jackson. He said he served a good meal and didn't get a tip. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that he did talk about the having a sit down and really meeting with those that are in the city that have the ability to be intentional about driving in revenue to come into the city. How he talked about how we basically have a conversation. We can possibly increase that thing and see it even more, but then we also want to see a percentage. Another thing I want to touch on, because this is a touchy subject, man, but he said it. Celebration Bowl payout, bro. Mm-hmm. I thought that was I was like, oh boy, he went there. And he said it basically in so many words. We went if we go to Celebration Bowl, and I can't even be mad at him about it. Then he touched on another thing. Because see, we talked about this too. And we'll go through all of it. Another thing he talked about was the attendance. He like, how it look like it's full in here, but you said 28. That affect my numbers. He's like, we got to figure out what's wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? So for those that don't know, I think Coach Prime got a kicker in his contract for every over 30,000. He get paid a percentage, 10%, I think of that, a ticket sales or something like that. So and he made mention of that. You cutting into my pocket now. So you can bet your butt that he gonna make sure that those checks and balances are in place, man. So But yeah, man, he touched on a lot of things. But Celebration Bowl payout, man, because that was one of the things that we touched on not too long ago in relation to the playoffs. I actually think that's a whole different conversation we can have. We've had it in the past, the Celebration Bowl or the FCS playoffs, but the payout works this way. $2 million goes to both conferences, $1 million each. And I think they said 600,000 goes to the two participating schools, I want to say. And I think they divvy up the rest amongst the other member institutions, man. But Coach Prime was like, yeah, we get a check, but I can't even say that he was wrong about that. Celebration Bowl is not a guaranteed paycheck that you get from an athletic budget standpoint. So his perspective is, look, we get to the Celebration Bowl, all of that money should go to the football program. And I absolutely agree with that.
I do too. I feel like, and I've been on record saying this, you know, if you do the lion's share of the work, you should get the lion's share of the money.
I don't even.
And again, but look, and it ties into everything else because, like, when we mention the economic impact to the city, right? It only makes sense. And look, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it: the city of Jackson be getting over Jackson State. I mean, let's be real. If Jackson State is bringing you 30 million, and Prime made that example, like if you got 30 million last year, Jackson State should be getting 10% of that, man, because you wouldn't be getting it otherwise. And then he also made the comment like, hey, we can come up with a business sense to say, hey, we can make you 45 if we work together. And guess what? If I'm willing to give you 45, don't tell me you can't give me 10 million of that back or 15 million of that. You getting way better than what you was getting. If I can get 10 million out of you get 45, you giving me 10, you still got $35 million.
Hey, $10 million is more than what he even asked for. Hell, he said 10%. That's 4.5. That's even more doable. We talking about 5 million off of 45. Hey, that's a heck of a deal, bro. But again, where does that money go? Like, how does it? But I know what he's talking about is an economic boost. When we have home games for those that now I'll say this, the end of October is going to be a lucrative time for the city of Jackson. I can tell you that right now. We got homecoming, hotels going to be packed, followed by Southern, hotels going to be packed. So for a 2-week span, I know we're gonna eat at the end of the month for those that are in the city of Jackson. So I'm happy about that, you know. But like he said, I mean, businesses have to make a conscientious, concerted effort to if they see a boost during the time of Jackson State's home game presence, hey, I mean, who's to say that they won't start, you know what I mean, going and throw a little something in the pot towards athletics when it's like that. That's basically what he's saying, a tip. So if you see a 20% increase on your bottom line during the time that Jack State is playing football in those weekends, and you know that that's not something that was budgeted in for you, he's saying, come by and see us, man. Come knock on our door and throw a little something in the pot because we can definitely use that revenue and that money go a long way, man. And that way he ain't got to go in his pocket and take pinch off his salary, like he said, well, at least one of his salaries.
Yeah, man. But like I said, man, it's well thought out, man. Like I say, and it's obvious all these conversations have been had by, you know what I'm saying, behind closed doors. So he and Ashley have been well versed in all of this too.
So, yeah, he touched on AD. He talked about money games. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm glad you said AD, because remember he talked about money games, and he talked about and we've covered that before, but he did make a good point. He used Alabama State as an example, coming out to LA. I mean, in playing UCLA. 590, I think, was the payout, and just kind of gave some scenarios. But one of the things he talked about was, you know, not to spend too much time on that because we did touch on it, but just doing better business, having ADs that are willing to go and ask for more. You know what I mean? And not just taking these payouts. Now, to the point that we made earlier, and here's what happens, bro. You go back to someone that used the term sellout in reference to him not dealing in he said he wasn't dealing honestly because there were other FCS schools that were taking an average of 300,000 or whatever. But you brought up Middle Tennessee State. As soon as I touched down, coming back home, he was like, bruh, Middle Tennessee State just got paid how much? 1.3, 1.5 to go to
1.5 million
to go to Miami. And look, You
And
put some.
look, and,
Go
and
ahead, man.
Middle Tennessee State has been trending all day today. Since
Hey,
they got the
you
hurricane
said the
coming out
article,
there
so
in
go ahead and
Florida.
speak on it.
Middle Tennessee people have been tweeting all day like, "Hey man, if y'all want to stop the hurricane, like, hey, just put Middle Tennessee State some on top of your house. It'll stop all the hurricanes." I mean, they have been roasting Miami Hurricanes today.
Oh, that's bad, bro. And you see what the coach said? They paid us $1.5 million and couldn't even get one. They only averaged like one
And they
point
got
something yards.
1.6 yard average. Yeah.
I said, dang.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, Mario Cristobal. Hey. I mean, it's probably some pissed off people, man, over in Miami right now. But I started this at the beginning of the show. Anybody that's in Miami or in Florida, man, in the way of the hurricane, man,
Our hearts
y'all be
go out
safe,
to you,
man.
man.
Definitely
Prayers
be
up to
safe,
them, man.
man. Absolutely. Hopefully everybody get through that safe and sound, man. But yeah, he said a lot, bro. Like I said, I got a long way to go to break down a lot of the things. Like I said, I had to do it in segments to just try to really delve into the meat and potatoes of everything that he talked about. He talked about Travis, bro. Had a conversation earlier today. We'll segue into Travis because he spent some time talking about what it was going to take to move up to the next level. But he talked about the recruitment of Travis. Gave us a little bit more context of his mom, kind of the mindset of Travis, and we know this because he's talked about this a good little bit. But I think at first I was a little disappointed with just him being hurt, but being hurt, it is what it is. I'm truly excited. I mentioned this today, and I said I don't think people realize this, and I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but I still believe it. Arguably, Travis could right now still be the best wide receiver on the team, and
And
that's the
or
irony of it. He's playing.
it's
I
bad.
just thought hey, help me. Don't let me get in trouble over here. You got to go down that road with me, dog. Back to back.
It's facts. It's facts, bro. Look, man, I'm here in Georgia.
He
I saw
played right
Travis.
there in your backyard, bro. So go ahead and speak to
I
that.
told look, I was on him early, man. Like I saw him live as sophomore and junior year. Even before JSU even came on the radar, just because of the buzz in the city, about him. And the
Right.
kid, like I told Ken, I was like, bro, do y'all realize this dude caught 137 balls in 1 year? And it was his junior year. I was like, man, this dude is insane. And the fact that we got him, and here's the crazy part. The dude is like, he's the number one cornerback on the defense. He's only played like about 8 snaps all year. And we got the number one ranked defense and the best player in the country ain't even been playing.
We somebody asked a question earlier, and maybe you can shed a little bit extra light on it. They asked me what all players are going to be returning for the Alabama State game from injury. And I'll let you give your piece on it. I said who I thought would be, but you can go ahead and speak to that too.
What we do know is True Thompson gonna be back. Unsure about Shiloh, but I think he's gonna play. True Thompson is gonna be back. Doyle is gonna be back. Yeah. Joker is gonna be back.
That's four.
Who am I forgetting? Oh, Frankie Burgess is gonna be back. That's the one we're waiting to see.
Frankie gonna be back for Alabama State?
Frankie Burgess is back.
For real?
Frankie Burgess is back.
Breaking news.
I'm telling you. Frankie Burgess is back.
Hey man, Frankie you heard it right there from the horse's mouth. You heard it from Zoe.
Frankie Burgess is back. Man. True Thompson is back. Doyle is back. Man. Joker is back. The only one I'm uncertain about is Powers.
Okay.
But I believe he will
be back though. I think Rico back. I think Rico will be back.
No, I'm saying I believe he will, but I hadn't got anything to say yay or nay. But I believe he's going to be back.
I'm excited for a fully healthy Jackson State football team, bro. I'm so excited to see Travis for homecoming, bro. See, this is why we need Travis to play in Jacksonville. Because if Travis play in Jacksonville, you follow me now. Everybody that's booking everybody that's coming for homecoming gonna know that Travis Hunter gonna be on the field October 22nd versus Campbell. Oh my gosh, man. That means he's more likely gonna be on the field October 29th versus Southern. I'm pumped, man. Because this is the cool part about them being held out. It gives you another something to look forward to, even in the midst of the season. We haven't even seen this team at its full potential, man, and that's what makes it even scarier because we are not even. I mean, bro, we ain't even scratching the surface of what his team could be. They said Shiloh on a pitch count. All right, let's see. Go to the comments real quick, man. I'm ready to see Shiloh. He kissing the spark. I don't even know what that means, bro. The other problem is that cities around Jackson are controlled by racists while they want Jackson to fail. We must want folks shop at Jackson and Hines as they come. We got a lot of issues that we got to address in our hometown, man.
Look at that.
What you got? I'm here on the East Coast where Morgan State University resides, and what Jackson State doing had a positive effect on the program because of the access. Hey, shout out to you, Conrad Johnson, because that's pretty dope to put that out there. And Morgan making some noise, man. Damon Wilson is a great coach. Matter of fact, Damon Wilson was on my short list though when we was before we hired Tony Hughes, and I had 3 coaches that was on my short list, and neither one of them name was Tony Hughes. Now, I ain't trying to traumatize you by going backwards and referencing our old days, but I'm just telling you, 3 names I had on my list, and I'm gonna say it like
what
this.
Up, Blue? What up, Blue?
He can redshirt. Oh yeah, I know that, but he gonna play more than 4 games. I actually thought about that too. That means he would have to return for Alabama, for Texas Southern. Yeah, that means he would have to take. That means he would have to miss homecoming in Southern, and I don't want that to happen. Now, if he played Campbell in Southern and sit out until Alcorn, and I realize
we got 2 games after that because you got Alcorn, then you got the SWAC championship game, then you got the Celebration Bowl.
I need Travis on that field, Blue. I need him on that field. The hell with that red shirt. I go get him a red shirt. I get him a shirt that's color red, but now I need Travis on the field, man. That's my hope. Missing spark, LOL, word count, miss me. Oh, okay, there we go. There you go. No, but what the hell was I just thinking when I read that? Damn. Boy, I hate when I lose my train of thought. A lot going through my head. You were wrong about Pearl. We beefing over what's going on in the inner city of Mississippi. Whatever we got going on, Hurricane Crush Coach Prime hometown, 4 miles a day. It was a category. Holy shiggity. Wow. I did see him tweet about Fort Myers. My goodness, man. Woo.
I saw a video on CNN. They showed a shark like in one of the streets swimming.
A shark? In the street? I'm gonna when I get off this stream, I'm going straight to the TV, bro, to see what's cracking man out there, man. He's good enough to leave in 3 years, so that's true. He is going. I see Travis go. As of right now, Travis has a 94 grade, a draft grade of 94. He's only played 1 game. Isn't that something?
Oh, and guess what? He has that number at an FCS school. Oh, the irony.
Yeah, we got. Hey. Speaking of FCS schools, we gotta talk about it, man. Glad you joined us, Blue. We gotta talk about this Heisman stuff. Go Prime ain't letting up, man. He ain't letting up, Zoe.
We're gonna talk about the Rich Eisen because he made a good point.
Hey, he said not a shark, it was a dolphin. Go ahead. Speak on it. What Rich Eisen say?
No, I mean, when he mentioned on Rich Eisen when he talked about should look for Heisman, he followed up and said, what Prime, your name is out there. He said that your name is out there real tough, and he was like they pretty much got you with the Georgia Tech job already as it is. And Prime was like, it's amazing how I'm here on this FCS level. I'm a head coach, but they want me to come up. I'm qualified. I'm good enough to come up to coach at the Power 5, but my son is good enough to win the Heisman on Power 5. He was like,
right.
Basically like the irony, right?
So, I ain't good enough to get drafted from an HBCU, but I ain't good enough to be considered for Heisman.
If I'm good enough to coach, then should my a player should be good enough to play on that level and win the Heisman on that level too, right? They're both one and the same.
Yeah.
And granted, there's talk out there too about the FCS has they create the Walter Payton Award, and they've created these other awards, and so that's pretty much going to eliminate anybody from FCS winning the award. But again, that very well could be true. But again, you can always try to push the envelope because we sit here because again, we've never seen it. But somebody is going to be dominant enough to where they're going to push the envelope and they're going to have a chance to win it. Now, do we know the masses probably will say, oh, that's an FCS school, so they should win it because of competition? We already know that. But again, you always try to push the narrative, man. You give it your best. And again, is it possible for somebody from the FCS level to win the Heisman? I think so.
Let me ask you a question.
Would it be Shedeur? Shoot.
Steve McNair's numbers, I looked at them today. Now, he had a lot of yards his senior year, passing and rushing. But just looking at his rushing stats.
Ken, before you let me say something before you go there too, because
go ahead.
I'm glad you brought that up because let me get on my soapbox real quick, man. For all this lunacy that we see whenever somebody talk about Shedeur having good numbers and they say, hey, Shedeur's freshman season, you know what I'm saying, was just as good as Steve McNair freshman season. Oh, he's not. Nobody's saying that Shedeur is better than Steve McNair. Shut the fuck up, man. Ain't nobody saying that. But Shedeur passing numbers are better than Steve McNair's, or they're comparable. Then the moment you say something about Shedeur being up for the Heisman, you want to sit here and say, oh, yeah, his passing numbers are good, but what about his rushing numbers? We're not saying that Shedeur is better than Steve McNair. I've seen Steve McNair. I watched him live all 4 years. It was a dog. And I'm not saying that Shedeur is better than McNair. But guess what? His passing numbers are comparable right now to Steve McNair. You ain't got to like it, but guess what? Find the lie. It's right there in black and white. And it was me who sit there and found the doggone card because I kept up with his passing numbers. Shedeur had a better freshman season than Steve McNair. It's fact. It ain't even close.
I'm gonna say I'm finna address the elephant in the room right now. This is what I think, and I was pissed off. So I'm gonna be. Can I be frank? I purposely told I didn't want to be on the recap show because I ain't like something. I was like, man, I don't like the fact that Shedeur was in the game at the end of the game. But you know what, though? Light bulb just went off. I'm finna tell y'all right now that Coach Prime just put the SWAC on notice. Because let me tell y'all what's about to happen. Do not be shocked if Shedeur ends the season with 5,000 passing yards and 50 touchdowns. When I say they finna air that motherfucker out, man, I'm so now. This is what I'm serious, bro. Like that was that whole what the hell is happening right now? Like, why is he doing? I said, okay. Now with the push, I said, oh yeah. Coach Prime saying, look, we busting the clock on everybody, and it's hurting my kids' stats.
Well, watch this. Watch this. For all the idiots out there, yes, every last one of you idiots out there who want to sit there and say, oh, Shedeur's in the game late stat pad, go back and look at Steve McNair sophomore year. Go look at Steve McNair junior year. Go look at Steve McNair senior year. Go look at the game against go look at the game against UT's University Tennessee Chattanooga. Go look at the games against Prairie View.
What was the score?
They beat Prairie View, if I'm not mistaken, one year like 80-something to 70-something to like 3. And look, at the end of the game, Prairie View's coach was hooping and hollering, talking shit to Cardell Jones, saying we ain't gonna always be down. Yeah, it's in his video footage of it. He was pissed. And then the next week, Alabama State beat them 92-6. So miss me with that BS about somebody being in the game late. They don't like it because it's Shedeur, and they don't like number one, they don't like it because it's Shedeur and it's Prime and it's Jackson State. We'll call a spade a spade. Miss me with that bullshit about putting 70 points on somebody. Because Steve McNair, sophomore, junior, and senior season, go look at the stat line. Go look at the pass attempts. And another thing, too. Now, his senior year, I will say this. His senior year, he got the reason why his stats was so crazy was because they had the all-time worst defense known to man.
Defense was ass. It was ass crack trash.
And
like
it was always, and they were always trailing. So that's why his passing number was crazy. But go look at his junior season and go look at his sophomore season. Whenever they played a team that they were overmatched, man, go look at the numbers and look at the attempts. So miss me with that dumb shit.
Hey man, stupid. You know what? Records are meant to be broken. We got one of the greatest records that's ever been held up historically in the NBA that's about to be surpassed by somebody that a lot of people don't like. Just so happened to be my favorite player, LeBron James. Bro. LeBron James gonna pass Kareem this year, and don't make no difference what nobody feel about it or what they think about it. But I'm saying, like, am I saying that he's going to pass Steve McNair overall stats? Not saying that, but what I am saying is this right here. I like what Coach Prime said in that interview today. He said, "I'm not comparing my son." Basically, he said, "I'm not doing a player comparison because he really is only compared to himself." Now I'm gonna kick the tires because Coach and I talked today. Hell, I wish he would have had all them pass. I mean, hell, he could be sitting at 20 touchdowns and 2,000 passing yards right now if we didn't have all the drops and the miscues over the first three, 4 games.
So I'm looking at Steve McNair freshman year. Dude had 338 attempts, 189 completions. Shador had more completions, a better completion percentage. Steve McNair had 2,895 yards for 8.57 yards completion. Ironically, what did they try to kill Shador on? Oh, his completions are like 9-point-something yards. It's not all these long passes, but Steve McNair, 8.57 yards average. 24 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ken. How many touchdowns did Shador have last year?
32.
32. How many interceptions? Watch this. How many interceptions did he have?
8.
Okay, then single number. And Steve McNair rating was 89.8. You go to his sophomore year, he had 419 attempts, 231 completions. He had 3,541 yards. Shador was on pace to break that.
What's the percentage of that? Like when you say he had how many completions?
He had 231 out of 419 attempts.
What percentage is that?
It doesn't have the percentage, but I can tell you
I thought it still showed it. My bad. Go ahead.
No, it didn't show it, but from looking at it, it's barely over 50%. Because 230 and 230 is 460. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. He's hovering around 50% completion percentage.
So you're right. So Shador was 65.9. So he's right at 66% passing last year. He was 413 attempts, 272, 3,231 yards, and he had 30 touchdowns. He had 8 INTs, but I was counting the SWAC championship and the Celebration Bowl. He had one touchdown in the Celebration Bowl, and he had actually, I think that might have been all of it. I think that was including everything. And I think the 2 touchdowns was the 2 rushing touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
So hold on. So McNair had 3,541 yards in sophomore year, 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. So basically, Shador's freshman year was better than Steve McNair's freshman year and sophomore year, passing wise. It's fact.
3 rushing.
It's fact. Now, before anybody want to sit here and try to get him a draws, yes, Steve McNair was a better rusher. He ran the ball quite often. I mean, so if you want to give him the fine, but we're talking straight quarterback. So
we're also talking about freshmen. We're also comparing freshman and sophomore years too, though. You know, Shador ain't a senior, so it's not fair to compare a year 4 Steve McNair with a year 2 Shador. Like we ain't even. You can only do it in a microscope. Go ahead.
But the point last year, this is what we call flag, right? We said, hey, Shador freshman year is just as on par with Steve McNair. And I said, no, it was better than Steve McNair freshman year. It was.
It was.
Guess what else? Watch this. He had better passing stats, led his team to a SWAC championship in his freshman year too. It's fact. So watch this. So let's say Shador finished up this year. And I said it before the season. What did I say? I sounded crazy, right? I said, he's going to get 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns. He's on pace to shatter that. If he does that this year, and wins another SWAC championship, I would say his first 2 years are better than Steve McNair's first 2 years. It's fact. You can't dispute it. It's not even debatable. It's not debatable. It's right there in black and white. But Steve McNair's a better scrambler. He's a better overall player. But watch this. So I'll sit there and I'll say, hey man, what if Shedeur stays for 4 years? And he put those comparable numbers up consistently. And I said, it's on record on Tiger Talk. I said this. I said Shedeur will be the all-time leading passer in SWAC history. But he won't break Steve McNair records because Steve McNair has the rushing yards. I said that. He's going to have more attempts, more completions, better completion percentage, more yards, more touchdowns, way less interceptions, better quarterback rating, more SWAC championships, and more total wins. So what are we talking about?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. I know it sucks.
So I'm gonna bring it back to my coach. You don't like what I'm saying, but you can't say I'm lying. Can't say I'm lying. So Shedeur win the SWAC 4 years in a row.
So numbers don't lie. It wasn't getting all this national attention. No, they weren't. Mr. Ken and Zoe, SWAC and MEAC, the only two conferences in the HBCU. So we brothers. Dude, what the heck are you? No, we're not brothers.
No. Hold on. No, we're not brothers. Hold one more.
I don't know what's gonna happen, y'all. So we just gonna roll with it. I'm impressed with the fact that Coach Prime is engaged with the offensive side of the ball schematically. Offense does look a lot better. Shout out to Coach Brett Bartoloni, offense coordinator, did an outstanding job. Numbers don't lie, but Steve was fun to watch. I'm like Ken. I grew up going to Alcorn games because of my dad. Yeah, my best friend, my mom.
Hey, Russell. No, we are not brothers. Do you see this shirt? No, we don't. No, bro.
I like that, dog.
Ain't no love for the home team.
Everybody.
Ain't no love for the home team. Everybody gonna get this work.
Man, you gonna get this work, dog. You gonna get this work, baby. That's what I told him. I'm trying to witness it. You hear me?
Hey man, pre-prime, BP, before prime. Well, nobody talking about being brothers. We don't know kumbaya. We getting our lead back right now. We're gonna bust everybody here to the white meat.
What Coach say? I love the fact that they scheduled us for a homecoming.
I do too.
Love it.
I do too. I can't wait. I can't wait to get to Montgomery next week. I can't wait.
I'll be there late Friday night. Who gonna be in the Gump? Tell us in the chat, man. Who gonna be in Montgomery next week, man? Who gonna be in Montgomery? Who gonna be in Montgomery next weekend, man? I'm gonna get in that thing 10:30. I'm coming in that thing loud. All my JSU gear on. And I'm leaving out when I get to the airport.
Before we move on, and let me say this, because I'm not gonna be hypocritical. I'm a Steve McNair fan, and Steve McNair should have won the Heisman in '94. And I stand by it.
You should have won it. I know goddamn Rashawn Salam. That was BS, man. And then they went with a running back that was, Colorado running back. Come on, dog. Good comeback, Zoe. Nah, we ain't no I'm thinking about driving down from the 8. Yeah, Tyler, come on through, bro. You gotta come hang with your boy, man. Come hang with your boy, bro.
Let me go hit this.
Yeah, I saw it.
Come on through.
Tiffany. Tiff says she's gonna be in the Gump. A lot of us coming from the A, man. Hey, listen, y'all. Hey, when you see us, holler at your boy, man. I might be on that sideline. talking some smack. But we'll see what comes of that. Steve McNair, my kinfolk, but this far two numbers better. Yeah. Might make that trip from the A myself. What y'all talking about? Y'all might. What is up with the might? Coach already told us we got to do better. What are y'all doing? I am coming from Atlanta. Okay, my group has 2 buses coming. Yes, ma'am. Granny Ann, that's what I'm talking about. I'm loving the barbecue sauce. You know what? I saw the barbecue sauce, the two sauce. I saw it in the bookstore, man. When I went home for the Grambling game. Me and forgive me, bro. Me and DJ was in the bookstore.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy.
Oh, baby. Oh my goodness, man. Hey, all these travelers though, man. I'm gonna be doing some lift rides this weekend. Y'all, hey, I'm gonna watch some football, but I'm gonna be out there on the lift stroll. I'm getting my taxi on, man. Anywho, what I say, I like the Cam jersey read. But yeah, that's dope. Dope jersey, man.
Yeah, the little jersey shirt, it is fresh.
Yeah, that thing is fresh, man. CA said, where y'all coming from? I'm going to check for in Atlanta. Yeah, man. Y'all come on out to the game, man. It's Alabama State homecoming, so I think the homecoming gonna be pretty dope, if you ask me.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I got a good idea, bro. Hey, man,
that,
everybody who's coming to the game, like for real, every last one of y'all coming to the game, put in the chat, man, if you coming or not. You know what we need to do, bro? We need to meet up after the game, dog, because it's an early game. Game gonna be over by 5. We need to meet up somewhere, man, like Milo's or somewhere to meet up, man.
That's a great point, bro. I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The game time I think is at 2.
2 Central, so the game gonna be over by 5:30.
Yeah, 5, 6 o'clock, something like that, depending on we see some folks in there. Ty B say I'm coming. Granny Ann said Jacktown. Bad Tyler, man. We gotta link up, bro, for sure.
So
Maurice
look,
coming. Rusty Shackelford, I'm down with that. Daryl Smith will be there. I am with that. Dwayne Hawkins was Big Maximus in the barbecue commercial. I don't think so, man. Shout out to 2 though, man. Shout out to 2, man, for the 2 barbecue sauce, man. Man, he coming through with the deals, man. Coming through with the NIL deals, but the man got his own sauce. Going to be in there for sure. Blue say he gonna be in that thing. Blue he in Alabama, man. Definitely got to connect with you, brother. Meet up, man, and speak. I'll be there, jackpot, man. Hey, we look like we deep in that thing, man. We deep. I can't wait to get in that thing, man. I'm touching down on like I said, I'll be there Friday night and get situated. And I enjoyed Coach Mo Williams' press of the day and his plans for basketball. Ha ha ha! Guess what? Breaking news. We're interviewing Coach Mo Williams on Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club tomorrow. Yours truly and the Corey C. And then we're gonna follow that up with Coach Tamika Reed by the 2 people that you see on the screen right now. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun with that, man. Enjoy speaking with our coaches and so man, speaking of women's basketball real quick, bro. How dope is it, man, that we got UT, the Texas Longhorns, coming to the AAC. I'm coming home for that game, bro. I gotta come see it. And you know why that's like that? Because that's the second year in a row that Coach done brought his team.
The second year in a row we had a Power 5 team to come to the AAC. Remember we had Mississippi State last year? No, year before last, Mississippi State came.
This is what I'm saying to you. That was Vic Schaefer.
Yeah.
Vic Schaefer was at Mississippi State. And guess who the head coach at UT? Vic Schaefer. So what he's doing is dope because remember when they played at UT last season, he came into the
locker room after the game.
and spoke to the coach. So Tamika Reed, Coach Tamika Reed got a great relationship with Coach Schaefer, and I just appreciate what he's doing, man. And how dope is that? I mean, I'm a UT Longhorn fan. I mean, I got love. I was a fan of them when Ricky Williams was there, but it was even more so when I moved to Austin. So, um, I say hook 'em when I'm in the A, bro. The A for me is Austin, not Atlanta. I don't know about y'all, but I'm in the A.
Man, look, I don't claim number Jew City, baby. I don't claim number Jewtown, Jew City.
I got 3 homes, brother. So I claim all 3 of them. I got Jackson, Austin, LA. So all 3 of them is my homes.
Well, look, I don't claim number Jackson in New Orleans, so. Blue, man, if you still here, Blue, please in the comments, man, if you could, bro, if we wanted to meet up, man, at a good place to eat and drink after the game, man, give a good recommendation, bro. Please, if you can, give a good recommendation. I was gonna say Milo, but that's fast food, bro. We need, some place to get some either good to eat and drink. I guess not too far from campus, man. Someplace good, man. Whatever you recommend, please put in the comments, bro.
Yeah, we gonna grub out, man. I'm looking forward to definitely hanging out, man. And
I'm a Milo fan, if you could tell. They got like fire chicken tenders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
those are foodie, in case y'all didn't know that, but
oh yeah, like I told Ken, it's a 500-pound inside of me, y'all dying to come out.
Yeah, mine just so happened to come halfway out though, so mine ain't dying to come out. Mine damn near out. I gotta lose some weight, man. I gotta lose some weight, man.
Oh, I will eat y'all out of a house and a home.
Yeah, that's too funny, bro. But no, bro. So yeah, we gotta buy, man. Some very important games coming up. Back to the football side of it, real quick, before we open the stream up.
Why? Of course.
Are women invited? Hell no. No, ain't no women invited. I'm just playing, dude. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. Don't come for me now. Hey, Ken, has anyone from the coaches? Hey, she know why I'm doing that. That's my sister right there, man. Shout out to my sister, bro. Love you, baby. Love you, Tiffany. Don't come for me. Don't swing on me when you see me. So he said, has anyone from the coaching staff spoken to the kid from Delaware State, free safety, that you know of?
We can't tell you that.
Nah, we can't. Yeah, it says what does it say? It's Guthrie. No, I was just playing. I mean,
we can't tell you that. That's all I'm gonna say. Look at
we already have
trying to tell you something without telling you so.
Big time corner committed to the 2020 class. Where the rest of the SWAC at? Better keep up. Hey man, they can't keep up with us right now. We can just call it. Let's just be real with it. The only team that got a snowball chance in hell to have a recruiting class on par with us. We already played one. We played 3 of them, and then we got Campbell. Those are the 3 schools that I think could be on par from a recruiting standpoint. But Campbell is Campbell might have 8 3-stars right now committed.
Hey, Aaron, I'm gonna let you in on something. We got more than that.
Yeah, it's more than that. We got a lot of silent commits.
Gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, we got a lot of silent. Hey, listen, we ain't had homecoming yet. We got some commits that we gonna flip from homecoming. You saw what Coach Pryor said in the interview. Hey man, they messed around and let they big gun come to a HBCU homecoming. Who we got on the homecoming concert this year? We got the boss. Rose, I think. Got the biggest boss coming to the game, dog. His homeboy plays with the team.
All I want is that lemon pepper. Huh.
Man said he a man's woman. No, I don't hate no women. I ain't no women hater. Woman's hater club. He
Nah,
man. Woman.
you got to remember Alfalfa and Buckwheat. That's the name of the club. The Little Rascals. That's the name of the club.
Oh, the He Man Woman's hater club. No, man.
Alfalfa and
It's all love. Believe it or not, man, our greatest supporters, man. The women come through, man. They know their stuff. They always on point. They keep us on our toes, bro.
hold
Yeah,
on,
they have.
hold on. I'm gonna come back to Blue. No, the Connolly Trophy wasn't even around then when Steve McNair was playing. I'll go back to Blue Dog.
Everybody, you know what? Everybody got it. I'm a diamond. In the words of Mike Tyson, he said, "Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face." That's my comment to that.
Bro, look, I'm not even. I'm not gonna lose a wink of sweet. We get ready to play Alcorn.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that. Now the running back, Javier Howard is a good running back. He is. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But he gonna be going up against a nasty defense. See, y'all think our defense is? I'm telling y'all, we just gave you 5 players that's finna return from injury. We got all the players that's injured on defense. Just about. We had a couple of them on offense, but I mean, y'all imagine this: you got the best cornerback in college football that's gonna be returning. So we're gonna take away your passing game. We got a Conference US, all your Conference USA safety returning. We got 2 big defensive linemen that's returning. And then we got an all SWAC safety returning in Shiloh. So you got 5 defenders that's going to be returning from injuries. That's only going to bolster what you already see. So there are a few holes. There is some kinks in the armor because we've given up some plays, some big plays, uncharacteristically, uncharacteristic. Am I saying that right?
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I said it right the first time, and it didn't sound
Yeah,
right.
you did.
I second guess myself, but no. I think the thing that's going to help us against Alcorn is that we got run stoppers. True Thompson is a run stopper. Devontae Davis is a run stopper. Um, I like the big boys in the middle. Jeremiah Williams, run stopper. So when you think about what they're gonna throw at us, we know what their MO is. Their MO is they're gonna try to run the ball down your throat. They hope to get 5 yards of carry. If they can do that, then hell, that's a recipe for success for them. But I don't see it happening. We can
No, I
stack the
won't
box.
the Alcorn game Blue, but Blue, me give you a heads up.
Oh,
At
I
JSU
definitely
game
do.
against Alcorn, Blue, I'm gonna tell you like this. At JSU game Alcorn, I don't know if anybody warned you, but you're gonna have to get up with the Roosters, bro.
Blue, hey, Blue,
You're
I'll
gonna
be
have
there.
to get
I'll definitely be
you're
there.
gonna have to get up with the Roosters, bro.
Hey man, listen here, man. You're gonna be in that long line, baby. You might as well get ready for it. That
You're gonna have
long
to
line.
get up
But
with the
Blue,
Roosters,
but Blue
buddy.
already been down there though. He's been down there long before. He's been down there.
Yeah,
But
but
going to Jack State being in long is a little different.
you're gonna have to get up with the Roosters, bro.
Yeah, Jack State going down there a little different, bro. You got to go down there early. Get on that reservation, man. That one way in, one way out. Yeah, you're gonna have to be there early, especially see Jackson State going to Norman is different because we that game is a sellout.
So just a heads up, Blue. I know you've been along before, but
Yeah,
this here,
I stay in Vicksburg for that game. I don't never. I mean, you can get up early in the morning and drive in from the crib. I will take the natural trace, but it don't really matter. You're gonna be stuck in traffic regardless. That line is horrible though, man. That line and then you ain't got no signal, so it ain't like you can just surf the web. You know what I'm saying? Like your signal be spotty. So hopefully you got some good service because when you stuck in that line, you just stuck.
honestly, man, just to get away from traffic, I wouldn't even go down 18. I'd just go to Vicksburg and head south on 49.
Well,
I know 18
getting
is
to that
fast.
ain't the issue. The issue is right the street that you own to get in the mug.
I know it,
That's the
but
issue.
no, the issue is once you get to Port Gibson.
Yeah, that makes sense. That make a lot of sense. Now I'll be there though, bro. I definitely plan on being there that one, bro. That's gonna be.
Nah, I probably won't. I probably won't make that one, man. You already know that's close to peak season for me.
Well, one of the things, the game I won't make, I don't think I'm gonna make the Mobile, Alabama game. I got a friend that's getting he throwing his life away to get
It's
married,
a
and
it's a player's
and,
funeral.
he doing. I don't know why he want to do that, but I'm just playing, y'all. Don't. I'm being comical. That was a joke. Now my homeboy is. I'll be in Austin that weekend. Alabama A&M weekend. I would love to go see us drop 50 on them boys, man. 50 or 60 on Maynard Head. And but I think the game.
Oh! Speaking of which, how you like that tweet this morning, bro?
Which one?
Coach Prime, you mentioned Maynard by putting 60 on his head.
60 question mark?
Yeah, man.
Man, listen. I'm gonna tell you like this right here, man. Hey, I'm telling y'all right now, bro. Coach Prime is going to make sure every light work on the scoreboard in Montgomery next weekend. I'm just telling y'all that.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna tell you like this. He's gonna try to make sure every light work on the scoreboard in Montgomery, but when we get to Mobile, I had him. I told him.
Lad people.
I told him, man, you need to try to get score the most points Jack State ever scored in this history. I told him. And you know what? And for shits and giggles, give him another damn scooter.
Oh, baby, it's on and popping, man. Just for the shits and giggles, man. You know what, Coach? I ain't gonna say that. Coach, I was gonna say he ought to leave now. I'm gonna leave that alone. No pun intended on that. I was about to run out. I felt it coming. I'm about to say something stupid. But no, but Alabama State, I am going to skip Jacksonville. I can't do it. Because I'm gonna be traveling back to back to back. Yeah, back to back to back. Homecoming, Southern, Texas Southern. Yeah. Then Austin. Then Alcorn. Yeah, I'm being damn boy. After next Saturday, bro, I get one break, and then I'm gonna be traveling every weekend all the way up to December, bro.
Boy.
Yeah, I know. I be missing my bed on the weekends, bro. But it's that time. I made that commitment. I tried to go to every game, but I think I'm gonna miss 3 of them. So if I get a good 8 from all of them, I did well, bro. Last going to turn the scoreboard off at 7.
I saw that.
No, man, but no, bro, it's I'm gonna dissect that video a little bit more. Drop a couple more spots, man. Y'all not subscribed to the channel. I'm actually creating a playlist, so you'll have a playlist to delve into the different little snippets of the interview. So, man, what's coming up this week? Who we got? Let's do it since we own it, bro. May come back on here on Friday, but then again, I may do some Saturday. I might do a little live watch show on Saturday, man. I'm really intrigued by the Campbell, North Carolina Central game, bro. Really intrigued. Oh yeah, I knew it was something I forgot to do. I forgot to put the damn stream out there, man. Okay. Y'all forgive me. Forgot to drop the stream. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. And then we'll go. How's the affiliation with the airline working? It works great for the team. That affiliation is going very well for the team. That's not something that we could benefit from. Bethune-Cookman, Alabama A&M in Normal on Saturday. Bethune-Cookman gonna win that game.
Bethune-Cookman.
Yep.
Hey. How you feeling about your pick with Alabama A&M right now?
I feel like Stevie Wonder. I feel like I made that selection with his eyes, boy. Woo! I was telling Coach today. I said, boy, Xavier Langford. Hey man, we want to get some different people on the stream, man. Some folk that ain't been on this thing before. Y'all come on, holler at your boys. Come on this thing. Let's see. FAMU, Mississippi Valley. You said you said Valley might beat FAMU.
I didn't say it might. I said they are.
Alabama State, Texas Southern. I am definitely going to watch that game. But the game ain't on.
It's gonna be a good game, man.
That's gonna be a really good game, actually. Really good game. Andrew Body.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what else though? I think this game is gonna make a break. Whoever loses this game, it's gonna make or break whoever wins or loses this game.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying, whoever loses, man, the season is over. Whoever loses got 2 conference losses.
Yeah, it's over with for Alabama State anyway. They ain't got a snowball chance of hell coming out of the East, so we ain't worried about them.
So
Southern Arkansas Pine Bluff. Southern.
Man, I'm rolling UAPB, bro. I'm rolling UAPB.
Southern gonna rebound from that game. They had a bye week. They gonna get healthy.
Oh, it's away. Man, we talking about a team that has 1 victory against the NAIA school.
Southern is going to mop the floor without Arkansas Pine Bluff.
I don't think so.
Grambling Prairie View. I believe it or not, bro. Texas State was State Fair Classic. I'm going Prairie View game, bro.
Prairie View.
Bro, Maurice Washington has 11 carries on the season for 174 yards for 3 touchdowns. Wow. Man, he's some ugly dudes, man. All right, let's go over to the MEAC real quick because I want to see something real quick, man. Campbell, North Carolina Central. Wow. Hey, Zo, that game come on at 9 a.m., bro.
Your time.
Yeah, my time, bro. That's a 12 p.m. game for y'all, bro. Wow. So, wait a minute. South Carolina State play tomorrow, huh? They play South Carolina tomorrow.
Yeah, they moved the game up because of the hurricane.
Yeah, they're going to get beat to sleep. Morgan State got Virginia Lynchburg. They're going to win again on that one.
Looking like South Carolina State going to finish worse than 6-5 this year.
South Carolina State going to actually probably only – remember when we went through their schedule, bro? And I told you their schedule was going to be brutal, man. They had a brutal schedule. I see they're going to be 1-3 after this game. They probably going to lose to FAMU. I got them losing to FAMU. They'll beat Virginia Lynchburg. They're going to lose to North Carolina Central. I can't even say they're going to beat Morgan. Delaware State, they might win. Howard, Norfolk State,
Delaware State going to be a tough game for them.
Yeah, Delaware State got 2 wins on the season. And they got a quarterback that ain't threw an interception yet. Nice. Impressive, man. I got to give it to him, Jerry Lewis. So, hey, man. Hey, MEAC going to be the MEAC is definitely North Carolina Central's this their year to win it. It's theirs to lose, in my opinion. They've been making a lot of noise about being ranked pretty high. But I really like the fact that we get to scout Campbell, and that's what I'm excited about. So we're gonna get to see what kind of player Taj Malik Williams really is against this North Carolina Central defense. So yeah, bro. Don't nobody want to come on the stream tonight, dog.
Come on, man. None of y'all ever hit that link tonight?
Man, I guess we might have cussed a little bit too much. Norfolk is trash this year, bro. They really are, man. Odom's got that long contract. He basically got to flip the roster. So I guess he gonna need a little time to build it up. So we'll see. I'll give y'all a little time, man, to come on and holler at us before we shut this thing down.
Ain't none of y'all gonna come get on the Ken. What I told you before the season start? Remember, I told you, hey man, we winning. Ain't nobody coming on here like talking about, but let us lose a game. Man, we got 200 people in the damn queue.
Everybody named mama. We have 15 people in the damn queue.
Doing it.
Oh man. Yeah. So now, man, we gonna coast, man. I'm so glad we got a bye week, bro. I'm so happy to just be home this weekend, bro. Chill. I would come on, but you don't like. Well, if you want to believe I don't like women, then that's on you.
So what?
You said I would come on, but I don't. I guess we don't like women. I don't know who told you that. I got all daughters. I liked all their mama at one point in time.
I ain't gonna touch that one.
I can't say much for her right now.
I'm not gonna touch that one.
Yes,
not gonna touch that one. Come on, Tiff.
Anybody come on, man. I'm cool with whoever.
Anybody come on.
Anybody can get this work, man. But no, we team got a bye. I mean, not the team got a bye, but the team got multiple days off practice. And hopefully everybody come back, ready to work, man. I know you joking. That's y'all. Just so y'all know, that's my sister right here, man. That's sis, man. We just playing. You got nothing but love for you, sweetheart. Nothing but love for you. Yeah. But no, I'll say this, bro. I tell you, when we get ready, I think the game in Montgomery is gonna be. I think it's gonna be highly intense early though, bro. When you go back to that spring game, and it was actually you the reason why I really wanted to come to that game, bro, because we talked about that student section and how rowdy it was, and man, I got to get me some of that, bro. I got to get in on it. I got to get that experience. Alabama State band is they usually have a pretty big band that's gonna come in. They got what they call them, the honeybees and the big mamas. What do you call them?
I call them bags.
You call them who?
Bags, big ass girls. Bro, I'm telling y'all.
I ain't touching that, bro.
Yeah,
we about to get, man, they gonna kick us off YouTube. These folks ain't gonna cool with us.
YouTube. Ain't a hundred be a fat ass bee? A bumblebee and honeybee. Two different bees. And it's big ass girl. Yeah, big ass bee. Ain't no insult. It is a big. They call them bags. Big ass girls. That's what they is. Full of honey. But hey, I'm telling y'all, Montgomery though, dog. I tell everybody, Montgomery's the best road trip in the country, dog, by far.
Beautiful stadium, bro. I want to check out the facilities, bro. I can't. Hey, I don't even want to see the comments behind that, bro. I'm just.
If any one of them watch the video, what they gonna say about me? They gonna be singing Beyonce. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. What they gonna be saying?
Man, y'all gonna have to look, bro.
Hey, girl, I'm gonna say, go big girl, what you gonna do? Go big girl, what you gonna do?
Man, hey, now listen. Don't do that, bro. This is they about to go left real fast, bro. We don't play. I'm gonna combat that and say beautiful ass girls. How about that? That's what we gonna say. We ain't gonna do. We leave it alone, bro. Leave it alone, bro. I need you to leave that alone, man.
But anyway, man, Montgomery, I'm telling y'all, man, it's the best road trip in the swag.
Hey, like Drake said, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. He said, I like all my women BBW. I can't even say the rest of it. Kind of want to drain you, and eat some lunch with you.
What's the first word in BBW?
Beautiful. I like beautiful women. Beautiful women.
Beautiful is not the first word in BBW, dog.
Hey, you just don't know how to stop, do you? You don't know how to stop.
You said BBW. What's the first word in BBW? It is not beautiful.
I should have hit the damn mute button a whole lot sooner. You tripping, dog.
But
well, why don't you call in then, Russell? Since you think we can't handle y'all. Call in then, Russell.
Ain't nothing to handle.
Russell got the name of come on, Russell. The man with the two last names. Come on with it. He said BMW. Hey man. Come on in. Call in, Russell. Russell Haynes.
I know my man. Hey Russell, I know my man.
I already know we're gonna have to kill this video. This ain't gonna. I'm gonna just.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
You obviously don't know how YouTube work. I'm gonna get flagged for this one, bro.
No, you're not, dog.
Dog, let me tell you something. Oh my God, y'all got to stop, man. The honeybees, man. Love the honeybees, bro. They are special, man. They are a staple.
Yeah, look at the last comment. Look at the last comment, kid. Look, I'm gonna hit it.
That might be Franklin Kuntz.
Oh boy, y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. I need to come on here tonight, man. I need to come on here tonight.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all see me in Montgomery? Don't swing on me, man. Don't. Please don't swing on me. I don't mean no harm. I ain't saying nothing. It ain't me. I ain't done nothing. Don't come at me. I hit back.
Hey man, whatever
I hit back.
Hey man, whatever I said, I meant it.
God, dog, bro. Hey, look, man. I'm just. Hey, I have to. No, bro. Yeah. So yeah, bro. I hate I even mentioned the bands now, bro. That just
you good now.
That didn't go how I wanted it to go, but nevertheless,
you're good. But now for real though, man, for real, like
hey, but I'll say this though, the Stingettes, is it the Stingettes? The Stingettes, is it the Stingettes? The dance team, ain't it like the Stingettes?
Yeah, the Stingettes.
Well, they bad, bro. They bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, I got to give it to Alabama State. FAMU was lit, and I had been to Tallahassee, man, since '95. But Alabama State student section, man, is bananas.
Hey, look at this. Blue got that shit on record, dog. I see that that dude put that on every video. JSU's American team, Coach Prime, the greatest coach. Man, he be copying and pasting that, bro. Ain't no way you type that out every time. Ain't no way. I bet you ain't tape.
And you know what? And you see that everywhere on Twitter too, dog. Block that dude.
Well, you know
I'm
what,
telling
man?
y'all, man.
Honestly, I have to be. Yeah. You gotta be. We got girls, man. We got girls. You gotta clean that up, bro. I got all girls, and it gotta be a little bit more, polished when it comes to that. We ain't gonna do that, bro. So yeah. Nah, I don't.
But
We still don't. We don't want. What I don't want, and more on a more serious note, don't want anybody. We have fun, man. I'm pushing 290 right now, so I'm the last person they can talk about weight. I used to be 240, but nevertheless, with all due respect, man, I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way. We have fun on here, man. It's late night, so just
oh man, we're not slandering
apologize to the
nobody.
person that I muted earlier. Doesn't mean no harm, but don't tell me to let the hush and let somebody finish.
No,
But
we're not slandering nobody. We good.
he be talking over me too, so I get mad.
I do.
I won't say something. I won't
I
say
do.
something too.
I do.
But all y'all got was a little dose of what it sounded like. It be like that on the phone sometimes. We ain't never had a moment we be like, you know what, bro? Don't worry about it, man. I call you back, bro. Well, we ain't never got to that point where it was frustrated and no shit like that. It ain't never been like that. It just
We talk
yeah,
too
all right,
much.
man. Yeah,
We talk too much.
yeah. It's all good, man. But
But look, man. For anybody who's never if you're in here, if you've never been to Montgomery, I promise you, it's the best road trip in the swag by far, for real. So
I'm gonna
definitely
find
need all
out,
the
bro.
Jacksonians to come. Need all the Jacksonians to come, man. The game is gonna be lit. It's their homecoming. We gonna be in that thing thick. We always come to Montgomery thick, and the fans gonna be going
That
at
bus
it
is
during
coming,
the
man.
game. For look, they
Hey,
got the fans gonna go at it Ken for the first quarter. After that, they're gonna be gone because we're gonna be up by 35,
hey,
40.
question though. Do we know where the team hotel gonna be at?
I don't.
Not that we would say it on the stream, but I just,
No, I
I'm
don't.
trying
I
to
don't.
stay,
I don't know.
I'm trying to stay over there, man. I like that I like Airbnb, and so I might ain't no telling, man.
No, I don't know. I ain't heard anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna look tonight, man, and see Montgomery, the capital city, man, of Alabama, bro.
Yup.
Nice looking city. We talk
Mm-hmm.
about Montgomery, Alabama State having some of the best facilities in all of the SWAC. Um, they're gonna be ready, man. They're gonna be ready to play, and yeah, it'll be interesting the first quarter, and then after that, it's gonna get left. It's gonna go left for them.
Well, man, look, we ain't got nobody on here. We're gonna get about this thing at 12:30. Nobody coming on.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. We ain't got the, it's cool, man. Hey, we ain't whatever, man. We'll be
Hey,
back on
Greg,
here.
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Ain't no doubt,
Appreciate
man.
the
All
love.
love, man. Man, been getting a lot of love from people, man. It's probably hit me up and had some really good positive things to say. Like I said, we try to keep it on the up and up, man. We got enough haters out here, man. We don't really care about that. But I actually saw somebody say the other day that like stop it, bro. Like ain't nobody hating on Jackson State or something like that. I was like,
Oh
wow.
yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
I was like, wow, bro, you you got to come from out from up under that rock you living under, man, because you. But but I like where we at right now, bro. I like where we at. I like where we heading to. But I do feel like Coach gonna look to make a statement these next few games.
I tell
Alabama
you what,
State,
man. I
Bethune
can honestly tell
Cookman.
you that I'm appreciative of the bye week being the time that it is. I really do, because you know next week will be our third division game,
Yep.
and so you got three of them out of the way, and you talking now with what, just Alabama A&M and Bethune Cookman left in the division, and coincidentally, Bethune Cookman has one win on the season. Alabama A&M doesn't have any. So, odds are you're probably going to end up winning those two games. Because outside of those two, you got what? Just Southern Texas, Southern left, and Alcorn to end the season. So,
Yeah, I say we'll clinch the East before we play Texas Southern. I mean Alabama A&M. I'm sorry. We're gonna go to Mobile and we're gonna have the East clinched when we go to Mobile.
With a
We're not
game
gonna
already
lose it.
locked for Jackson.
Yeah. Championship game be sold up. We'll already have the East clinched before we go to Lad Peoples and play in Lad Peoples in Mobile. So I expect the last two games of the season to be tune-ups for the SWAC championship game, and uh, and then we're gonna go to Celebration Bowl, man. But I can tell you right now, I'm hoping like hell that North Carolina Central beats Campbell and they beat Tennessee Tech because I'm telling you right now, as bad as HBCU football has, I mean the SWAC isn't as good as what I thought it would be. Let's just be real about it. Um, the,
Oh,
but I'm
speaking of
hoping
which,
that
I saw the non-conference record, man. We're sitting at
what is
4-7 right now.
not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Who playing out of conference? Anybody playing out? Ain't nobody playing out of conference
No,
this week. Everything is
no.
all conference games this Saturday, bro. So that's huge, man. Um, so that means our record will stay intact for right now.
Mm-hmm.
So this week, yeah, everybody. These are all conference games. Week 6, um, fam, you got South Carolina State, and Bethune got Tennessee State. And see, bro, Tennessee State ain't even won a game yet. Well, Draylon Ellis did get hurt though, and they got destroyed by Middle Tennessee State. Yikes! And he lost to Eastern Washington. Okay, so they got Lane College on Saturday. They'll beat the hell out of them. Then they got Bethune. Hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. The play is down, bro. Um, and then we got Bethune. But there's only 4 games on the 15th, bro. There's a lot of teams got bye weeks. Southern playing Alcorn. My goodness, that's gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Baton Rouge, and you got Grambling playing FAMU in Grambling. Ooh, Louisiana gonna be booming. Alabama State, Mississippi Valley, ain't nobody care. Uh, but then you got Bethune Cookman in Jackson State, us in Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy watching that game on TV.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Jacksonville. True be told, I would like to go to Jacksonville, but I don't see myself. That is true, Blue. Yeah, that is true. Middle Tennessee State put that beat down on Miami, bro. And yeah, they did their thing, bro. Mr. G Show is right. I would love to see 2 undefeated teams in the Celebration
Oh,
Bowl.
hey, before I go, I know Coach Prime talked about like attendance. So did you see what Lane Kiffin said about Ole Miss attendance in the paper today in the Clarion Ledger?
No,
He said it looks like a high school game in a college stadium.
I don't know if Lane Kiffin got the same cachet as Coach Prime to make them kind of statements up in Oxford, bro. I think college football attendance is just down. Period. People are choosing to watch football a lot more at the house than they used to. People on these devices, man, they got multiple TVs, they got their phone, they got tablets, and you can just be comfortable and you ain't got to deal with no lines, no traffic, all that other stuff. So people are just choosing to watch football probably more inside and not have to deal with the elements. But um, yeah, we'll see. But anywho, bro, nobody want to come on the stream and rock with us tonight. It's all good. I don't feel
Yeah,
offended.
man.
Yeah, tonight was, great interview by Coach Prime with the fellas from Earn Your Leisure. More videos to come as I break down that on the page. If not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 2,000 by the time we, get to homecoming. So I need y'all help. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button, like the video, like the stream, and don't keep bringing your dope content, man. We'll come back to y'all in a couple days, man. And I didn't really want to deal with the playoffs versus the Celebration Bowl stuff. We kind of touched on that, but like I said, make sure you guys are subscribed to Tiger Talk 1400 Club if you're not. Like I said, we got basketball interviews coming down the pipe. Be interviewing Coach Mo Williams tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I'm excited to sit down and talk with my brother, man. Jacktown Jew running the program now. And then we get to come back and sit down with Coach Tamika Reed. Yeah, Coach Tamika Reed, and excited to hear what she got to say about our program. And Zoe and I'll do that interview. And that's going to be fun, man. So if you guys ain't got nothing else, man, we're going to go ahead and shut this one down for the night. Pardon us with all the, forgive us. If you get through the stream and you see the goofy stuff, hey, man, it's all good, man. All love, all loves. Everyone should subscribe here and to the EYL page. Absolutely. Make sure you subscribe to this page first. They got damn near 1 million subs. I ain't even got 2,000 yet, so I need your support. I need y'all support. Share the streams, share the page, whatever. Do whatever you got to do. Help your boy continue to grow this thing. And we're going to keep doing it, man. Make sure you subscribe to Tiger Talk the 1400 Club. And that's it, man. I'm going to go and watch a little TV before I get into bed and call it a night, man.
So, the chain, man. Hit me up, man. Y'all go follow me on YouTube, man. Zophillips_1400. And,
yes, sir. Go follow my brother.
We'll deal with y'all later, man.
Peace out, everybody.
D I love. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers, baby.